Hello everyone, welcome back. We're gonna be finishing this bitch today. In fact, it probably won't even take us that long. So I've got another game lined up to play once we do. But then again, it is me, so be prepared for me to get stuck on some part of it. What's up everyone? GMC, Sly, how you guys doing? That's right, so yeah, if we finish Assassin's Creed 2 tonight early enough tonight, we will play Eternal Darkness. Got the Pakistani GameCube technology all fired up, running on mini cores. I tested it out. I also tested out Assassin's Creed 2 today to make sure the controller would work, and it did. So if it doesn't work now, I will be very irritated. Because that's no good. How was the game overall? Assassin's Creed 2? I still like it, but yeah, it's aged very poorly. Cut stupid. First, not quite. Gamer, welcome back. So, quickly, for some, once again, let me refresh. This Twitch technology sometimes just doesn't want to display anything properly. In fact, it still isn't. Whatever. It'll eventually display the actual amount of people viewing the chat, viewing the stream, I suppose. Alright, let me send out a Discord notification. I forgot to write one up. Here we go. Hello to you guys just joining me. Thank you. I just, like 5 minutes ago, chat, I watched a grain silo get lifted in the air by a rocket engine. It's like, wow, the future is pretty damn cool. And then I remember there was a giant explosion today in Beirut, and I was like, well, damn, the future is also kind of a downer. I guess it's like you get some good things, you get some bad things. The grain silo thing is a SpaceX thing where they're testing out their new rocket engines and for a new rocket later on. So they just launched what looks to be like a giant grain silo, and then they set it back down on the ground afterward. Like, oh, cool technology. All right, okay, we're good. And out. People in my Discord today were saying I sound a lot like that. There's some kind of like YouTube show about two llamas. One's a sociopath. People always been telling me I sound like that thing. From Llamas with Hats. And it's like I had to look it up. It's like I don't really hear it, other than like the general flat tone of voice and the sociopathic tendencies. I should be done with the Dame. Going with Dame. Yes, done with the game tonight. Oh, I should. I know. I don't think I do either. But it's not the first time people have told me that. Hello, did you ever figure out the controller voodoo? I just restarted my computer earlier today, and then I tested Assassin's Creed 2 and it worked just fine. So we'll see if it continues to work just fine. Take your bets now on what it'll be. It's a magical experience. It's like roulette when it comes to technology. Will it work this time? Are they still even making Xbox 360 controllers? Those are still kind of the de facto controller for PC. Like, I don't think the Xbox One controller was ever adopted as much on PC, since you really need like a wireless connection for it. Whereas the 360 controller, hey, it's got a nice convenient wire here. Like these things are gonna be like rare eventually, kind of like GameCube controllers were for a while, until they start remaking them for Smash. Whoops. All right, I think we're all good. Everything is in place. You need an emulator for Xbox One to make it to an Xbox. You need to use an emulator on their own Microsoft's only controller. Oh, for Assassin's Creed 2, yeah. Well, I'm using my 360 controller. I keep forgetting I sometimes start commenting on a comment before I read the entire thing. It changes the context completely. I need to do a double misspell, and actually, when I first wrote that out, it did say Askred. Alright, let's get the game going. You exist? A very philosophical statement, Spoonmillin. Would you like to add to your thesis? Gabby, welcome back. We need some positivity here. You thought SpaceX was NASA? No, SpaceX is a private space corporation owned by Elon Musk. Alright, will it do it? It do. It do, chat. It's do. Controller works. All it took was a restart. There's a reason the custom tech support will always just tell you, have you tried resetting your PC? Because 90% of the time it will fix your issue. Fortunately though, couldn't do it last night because I had to stop the stream. That just feels awkward. Did I hear about the massive explosion in Beirut? Yes. Terrible experience, but goddamn, it looked fucking wicked. I know it's a horrible thing to say, but I can't be the only one that's like goddamn. It was like something out of an anime. I almost expected like, well, we are getting the Tokyo Olympics this year, so Akira is slowly coming to, reality. Now we're having cities destroyed in giant explosions. Which one of you has psychic powers and takes a lot of drugs? Also, did someone donate bits or did I miss that? Oh, something happened. You wanted a controller for games on PC and a Cyberpunk 2077 product. Played it right into your cards when they made a skin for the Xbox One controller. You actually spent nearly an hour on the phone with IT this morning over what? You always hate the fact that Assassin's Creed 2 won't show you the actual button on the controller. Oh yes, that's even funner when you try to play this game on keyboard. How's the stream going? So far it's just getting started, but it seems like it's alright. They heard the explosion all the way over in Cyprus. Yeah, I was like, I think they've measured it at about 1 kiloton. So like a very, very small... Well, it's not really nuclear size, but it's damn near close. I'm probably going to take 5 hours to finish this game tonight. I hope not. 2020, well, just think, chat. In like very soon, we're going to have a report from the US government on possible aliens or technology not made on this Earth. 2020 is really fucking weird. Yeah, the remaster has button prompts. I didn't get that. The year's only halfway over. We still got more time for more weirdness. This is epic. I like your enthusiasm. The Destroy All Humans remake equals 2020. I mean, we got aliens, explosions, pandemics, advanced AI technology that you can play games with. What's not to love? Besides the horrible shit. Mia Khalifa made a Snapchat about what happened in Beirut. Mia Khalifa, that's the sports anchor who doesn't like to have her previous career mentioned, right? You have new internet. You can now watch the stream at glorious 720p. Porn star. Well, she doesn't like it if you mention that though. That's her past career. Good morning. What's up, bye guy? You're here very early today. Why do we care what a porn star? You'd be surprised. Some porn stars are actually really educated. They also just like to the job some of them do. Just looked at the video of the Beirut explosion. Holy smokes! Yeah, there's like some angles of it. It looks more like almost like it comes out of an anime. You see like the buildings like peeling away in like almost like slow motion. Like, did Goku just power up down there or something? Your Insomnia Part 2? I'm sorry, man. So, we're kind of near the end of this game today, so we kind of need to finish it. But we'll probably have to do a lot of boring stuff of going around looking for codex pages to do that first. Because the finale of the game is kind of locked behind that. But I will do my best. And if we finish with enough time tonight, we'll play Eternal Darkness. I think you guys will like that game. Or at least like watching me play it. Usually explosions in real life are underwhelming and don't look like in the movies. Yeah, that one looks like something out of a J.J. Abrams movie almost. Just like, I saw it at first and thought it was like CG, in fact. I thought, wow, that's some good CG fakery. Because I've seen plenty of GIFs that have been made to look like something wild happening, and it's just, oh, it's just a fakery. Like, no, that actually just happened. Alright, I think we need to go talk to Lady. I like how we mentioned, like, oh, that explosion delivered, man. It totally annihilated those buildings. Fears 90, I thought, no, the Spider-Man Avengers bullshit going on. For some reason, I missed a cheer earlier today, or maybe one or more. Because for some reason, Twitch isn't highlighting them for me. I'm not sure why. So, I'm sorry if I missed anyone's cheer earlier, but, Fluffle, thoughts on the Spider-Man Avengers bullshit going on? I don't like it because obviously it sucks if you don't have a PS4. But it's not one of those things where you're complaining is going to get you anywhere. Of course, Sony's not going to let that be on anyone else's consoles. Now, what really matters is if the Xbox and PC version get their own exclusive hero that you can't get on PS5. If it's going to be that way, you got to give them something to treat them. Maybe we can get someone cool like Hawkeye. I don't know. I guess he could be in there. Like I said, that game doesn't look like it's going to be that great anyways. Ghost Rider, was he ever an Avenger? Are those twins?
I know you're in there. I have something you may want back. Are you missing any children? And Ezio Auditore.
He was an Avenger.
Pleasant surprise.
I take it you would be the Orsi brothers.
Ludovico and Gecko at your service.
Basta! Where are my children? Let them go!
Of course, Signora. We'll happily give them back for something of yours. A certain map. And
Want that Snowflame game? Has he ever come back in comics?
A certain apple indeed. Or shall I slice your baby's necks ear to ear?
How evil can you make something sound?
You think you can threaten me?
Controller is working, yes.
Nothing! You want my children? Take them! I have the instrument to make more!
When you change your mind, they'll be in the village outside the city.
How brash, lady.
You have 1 hour.
Yeah, you got your panty shot game. I mean, you know, Chad, how'd you like it?
Katerina, no. I can't ask you to sacrifice your children.
Nobody's sacrificing anything. Go get them back for me, Ezio.
See, you have my word.
Loudest sound was an eruption of Krakatoa. Yeah, I'd put it there.
Keep this safe.
We may get louder where we get that Yellowstone caldera eruption, though. And it's 2020, so keep that in mind. Oh, we got time limits. You may ask why you have to deal with all this stuff at the end of the game with your weird family shit. Like, huh? I thought we were like chasing down our killers, or family's killers. And the game's just like, no, man. See. I have other plans. Almost every Marvel hero has been an Avenger at some point. Kind of makes it not seem as special now, doesn't it?
Get him! I don't see him anymore.
If everyone's an Avenger, no one is. What about the Dark Avengers? Of course there'd be those two when they're... Didn't we, like, butcher a ton of soldiers in this place in just the other mission? How is it still occupied? I'm guessing they stick a Marvel hero into the Avengers whenever they need to like bump that, you know, sales up for that comic book character stuff. I'm saying it was an attack. It pretty clearly looked like it was actually a fireworks explosion. I've seen some of the videos showing literally fireworks going off. What am I looking? Oh. I don't have time for your bullshit. You gotta rescue children's. The game demands it.
You're still breathing.
Any day now, thank you. God, this combat is tedious.
The rats will have a rare treat this time.
What's up, Thunder Chew? How you doing? There we go. Taken care of. Now, where are these children?
You don't really imagine I'm scared of you. You'd be very mistaken. My mama would never... Grazie, grazie, messere. But my brother...
You're doing good? I'm good myself. It's one. They couldn't have hidden them inside somewhere? We're not very good at the kidnapping thing. Other one's all the way over here. Why did I get on the horse? I know I can't take it into the city. Forgive me. Being stupid. Hey, should I tell these kids that their mother literally, said, hey, I don't care if they die, I can make more? I went back in here when I didn't have to. Fine. Take the injury. You donated earlier. I just said that you're at work watching the stream and can't wait for Eternal Darkness. Ah, we get to that tonight. Like I said, it's still up in the air. We have to like make enough progress. We have to finish this game first. But sorry I missed that. You know, like I said, Twitch is not highlighting bit messages for me in chat, so it's harder. It's easier for me to miss them right now. I guess I gotta get up there.
You want to see your boy walk again?
Oh, well, the numbers mean for nothing. Except for that guy who can run around and get behind me.
Show yourself, man. You're full on the map before your teeth are crippled.
This is actually very swashbuckling, fighting on the steps. Ow.
Hurry! Oh, per Dio! Chiudi il becco!
No, I said climb.
Stop acting like a baby! Where are your balls?
What did you mean by alien tech earlier, Dart? There's supposed to be a government report from a U.S. Investigation committee on technology not made on this Earth. That's the way they worded it.
You're giving me a headache! This is your last chance, Katerina!
You see, here in the U.S., we actually have a committee that's designed for investigating UFO. Wait, is she not in here? Or is she further up? How did you get up here? I'm wondering. It says it's an alien weather balloon. No, it'd also be reflecting the light of Venus.
Katerina was a fool to send you.
Or are you the fool, dying for a handful of change?
Did the tropical storm affect me? Not yet. I don't live that far south.
The maestro gains his prize because of me.
Muori col tuo orgoglio. Per quanto vale.
You're still pure? What do you... how so? I didn't know you were pure to begin with, but congrats, I guess. It's quite the accomplishment.
Grazie, signore.
That child climbed down by themselves. Really, this isn't like a point you can like scan the environment on? The tallest part in this city? Or, oh, you're still pure for me. Like I said, if you want to flirt with me, I require a male-female tag so I can know how to respond properly. Otherwise, I just don't know what to like. Thanks, bruh, lady. You're that hentai guy. Oh, I see. So you're saying you haven't gone and watched hentai, I see. Okay, that's what you're saying. Now I get you. But you know about it, and eventually that information will lead you astray. People seem to be confusing you for me. That's confusing. How is that happening? God damn, where's the entrance to this place again? Over here. What is my favorite movie? It's usually either going to be something like, The Temple of Doom or Big Trouble in Little China. Those are mainly just cause, nostalgic kid me that love those movies to death, and I still kind of do it right now. Because I haven't ever matured into a full adult. You're in the mood for some truth games. Who here has played hentai games? Hey, no one agreed to this game. No one has to answer that. You're getting questions that are almost certainly, I guess because maybe they're just typing out at DA and then it's auto filling it in the rest of it. Maybe, I don't know. Could be the thing. Yours is FF15 Kingsglaive. Really? That movie is your favorite? Nay, to each their own. Why weren't you Dartigan? Oh, you're asking him that, I see.
Amico, why so rude with me, eh?
This guy's like, I saw my target, I gotta play music. Can we get like a DLC where he plays the flute guys? We have to aggressively get in someone's face and play the lute. Kingsglaive was a good movie? I disagree. It would have been a lot better if that section had been in the game, and I think it originally was. There's a lot of stuff they cut out of that. In the third game, you become a bard for a mission, you say, huh? I predicted that. Who even saw me, and why? You guys are on my side, were you before? Shit. Damn it. This should do. Oh, fuck. Yo, enemies in this game aren't even a threat, they're just annoying. You guys, fight for me. Keep them busy. These bards are the SoundCloud rappers. I think they're gonna make it, so they aggressively put their stuff everywhere. Yeah, seems about right. Oh, fuck, I'm shit. God, Ugh. Fine, get in the water and swim away. Face them, it takes forever to fight that many dudes. They swarm you in this game with enemies, and they're just, like, annoying. Alright, wait for that, their Overwatch to go away. The cascade of fuck-ups continues. Yeah, that's what this game is at this point. I'm really bad at this. I was doing good, and they just... Here's another group of guards. There weren't this many people back in these days. They'd all be, like, you know, dying from the plague. Oh, those are some really low-lying clouds. Always remember, chat, when you want to criticize the streamer for being bad at the game, you were probably just as bad, you just don't have an audience to sit there to point it out to you.
What are you doing out here?
I'm so sorry, Ezio.
Why are you both covered in so much blood?
It was a trick to lower our defenses.
As soon as you left, they attacked again.
You get shot in the heart?
Keko Orsi. He has the apple.
What? No! Where is he?
We chased him out here. But the bastard escaped into the mountains.
I'm going.
You never claim to be good? You just find it funny that you aren't either? Well, that's good then, that you find it hilarious. I like that. See, I long ago cast aside any pride. So, if I can make someone laugh at me or with me, I'm happy. Good enough. But give me a little bit of credit. It's a janky old game. You know this is a stealth game that doesn't even have a crouch button in it? How weird is that? There's my target. Can we consider 2009 old? In terms of games and how fast those things move and change these days, yes. I don't know if you noticed, but games evolve basically after 5 years. Like what was, you know, acceptable changes and is, you know, no longer the case. Did they see me? Really? I just face dived into the ground. What happened there?
Where do you think you're going?
That was supposed to be an epic kill, and I just jumped over and my face planted in the fuck. Why didn't I get on that damn horse?
No way you'll get through here.
Fuck. Wait.
You will not get through. I'm with you.
See, now it's epic.
rise again.
Was it worth it? So much bloodshed.
A prize of such value. It will not remain yours for long.
We shall see.
Want to like really feel that one, huh, Ezio? Ezio would be really good at tracheotomies. Oh. I think someone else would have done that by now. I always get so close to my victim. No, I would keep that in a much dirtier bag so no one would, you know, think it's fancy.
Wait. Don't. Who are you? Stop. Don't open it.
I like this mud kingdom this lady rolls over. It's a very nice place.
Ezio, thank God you're back with us. Are you all right? What happened to you?
I don't know.
You know, I don't think they can deal with blood loss and organ damage that well back in these days.
Dead body.
See, that I remember. Wait, there was a third man.
Wait, that's 2 years? This is 2 years later?
Who?
He wore a black robe, like a monk.
It can't be.
I think a missing finger. See, Katerina, I have to go right away.
Of course. Then you will need this as well.
The map Niccolo spoke of.
That makes no s- Were we just in a coma?
Husband, mio caro. I suoi uncovered the locations of all the codex pages.
Took him 2 years. Well, yeah, but it's not like he just woke up.
The vault without this.
So he's been in a coma for 2 years.
There is an abbey in the wetlands near here, where I've seen monks wearing black robes. I'd start there. Now go. Find us a Stramaladetto monk.
I think I'm going to miss you, Katerina.
Oh, I know you will.
Ugh. Lady, I've been in a coma for years. You didn't touch me anywhere, did you? Since we're gonna need these codex pages, let's grab the one that's right next to us right now. Yeah, he wouldn't be moving very much well if he's been, you know, that beat up. Goddamn
Make it look easy, Frank.
thing at.
How do you do that? How does he do that?
Oh, there it is. Kinda weird no one in the Creed did anything to get the weapon mass. Well, I guess they didn't know who took it. We were the only one that saw it happen.
My God, has his mind snapped?
Right, you fine gentlemen there. You stand in the way of glory.
I'm here with you, brother. I've nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, he wouldn't have survived a coma in this day and age. They didn't have feeding tubes. Also, that lady's basically been wiping his ass for these years. And she's still like, oh, so sexually attracted to you, Ezio. Codex page acquired. Any more of those codex pages here? Daddy need. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab them. Yeah, it feels like the kind of thing that only took like a couple days, but apparently it's been like years according to Jim.
You hurt someone.
once like that.
That's a man. Not like an ego.
Isn't that dangerous?
The single game take, yeah, I know it takes place over, you know, like 20 or 30 years. You're like 40 by the end of it. This guy doesn't have a sword, he's just got his fists out. There's one more codex page in this city, so we'll grab that too.
It must be all this.
We're headed up there for our next one. Yeah, repaired memory. Ezio age like fine wine? Well. Italians are actually right there next to Japanese when it comes to how long they usually live. It's a Mediterranean diet and stuff. You think with all the stress and stuff, he would have, you know, put on a couple of assassin years. Ezio isn't a bit unhealthy after spending 23 years of life hunting. Well, it's good exercise, you know, hunting people. You're gonna do a lot of traveling, to say the least. And in these days, that meant, you know, running around a lot. Over here. God is obsessed with his timeline now. Gotta know the truth. All the spaghetti. Was spaghetti even a thing Italians were eating at this time? That feels more like a modern, you know. Yeah, they could be. They didn't have tomatoes yet, did they? Unless, well, they did have other types of, like, noodle dishes, so I guess it doesn't matter. It's weird to think of a world without tomatoes. Why didn't I call a horse? You can't call a horse in this game. You just find one. There are noodles and butter. Yeah, there's also just noodles and oil. You can make a really good pasta dish with just take some, you know, take some spaghetti noodles or just noodles in general. Prepare them like normal, but in a separate pan. Put some olive oil, some red pepper flakes, some chopped garlic, and you're good. And then, you know, take your noodles out, swish them around in that mixture for a bit. Then, like, throw some parsley and parmesan on top of it. And you got yourself a, you know, tasty din din. It's actually got a name. It's like olio, something like that. I can't pronounce it. Can I do a Dutch voice? No. Oh, no, I thought you were asking if I could do a Dutch, as in the people of Dutch. No, I do my Dutch impression every once in a while. It's pretty bad, though.
You are under my watch now, Aniela. Don't worry. Remember your training, man.
Right, there we go. Right after you got here, you ordered spaghetti with marinara sauce and got egg noodles with ketchup. Ugh, ketchup and noodles is like a bad idea. Ketchup is not good stuff, except for like French fries. And even now, there's like way better options for ketchup for fries. He just threw his loot at me. But try that noodle dish I mentioned to you, chat. You'll like it. It's very simple, and put it together really quickly. Cheap too, since you really just need noodles, olive oil, and some seasoning. Barbecue sauce is, well, I don't know, I haven't tried that. I've tried other things though. But there's plenty of options when it comes to what you want on your fries these days. If you're gonna use ketchup, at least get some like, you know, really good like special ketchup, like jalapeno ketchup. Something. There's just don't get bland. Here's some Heinz ketchup for you, dear. You got options, use them. Unpopular opinion, barbecue sauce sucks. Depends on the barbecue sauce. Sriracha ketchup? Yeah, sriracha ketchup. Fucking good, mate. Ketchup is life. I can't eat regular ketchup anymore. I've been spoiled by better options. Just like I don't use regular mustard if I'm gonna use that either. Right, time to go into the wilds. Like at least get some like, you know, some spicy mustard. Search the abbey located in the Romagna wetlands for the Black Road monk who stole the Apple of Eden. Fun fact, Claudia, Ezio's sister, doesn't age at all, neither does his mother. No, that's just, you know, due to video games not wanting to make that many character models. How many of you, you know, only are missing a finger? Jesus, this place is like crawling with enemies. Fuck it. That's a really nice smoke effect. I was trying to use Eagle Vision, but there was just dudes everywhere. Pretty sure it's that guy anyways. Yeah, but it's him. Believe you lost something.
Blessings on you, brother.
Grazie. I wonder if you can help me.
What do you seek?
A monk in black robes who lacks one of his 10 fingers.
Well, Brother Guido has only 9 toes. You sure it wasn't a toe?
Quite sure.
And then there's Brother Domenico, but it's his entire left arm he's lacking.
Again, quite sure it was a finger.
Now wait a moment. I do recall a black-robed monk with 9 fingers. Yes!
Aren't you Irish?
When we had our last San Vincenzo's feast at the Abbey.
Yes, I know the place. I'll try.
That's gotta be weird.
Grazie.
You're asking me what's up? Video games, my friend. Video games. Why is this Irish lad here? I guess he did some traveling in his days. God called him to come to, Italy. Your grandma eats ketchup on everything. You'll find that, a lot of people, like, mainly the people still buying ketchup and mustard these days usually feel like the over 50 crowd. Because that's what they grew up with, and so they still like it a lot. Back in there, I guess. But today, if you notice, we're like spoiled for choices when it comes to sauce types. Back in my day, we had ketchup and mustard, and we liked it. Wait, are we gonna get like have there been any articles where like millennials are killing the mustard business yet? Has that happened? Are millennials killing big ketchup? Realize my notoriety is very, very high. Who are you? Why are you special?
I'm leaving, and I never saw you.
I thought he was one of those people that could lower my notoriety. He's a false witness.
Only visiting. I don't know what's going on.
I want no part of this.
No, ma. Assassino sighted. Orly is no longer safe. And I don't know what's going on.
Spread the word. There we go. That takes care of that issue. Millennials kill anything that's good, yes. We're like the villains in our own story, chat.
Onward you shall slay, good forever take.
Excuse me, brother. I wonder if you can...
Unholy demon! Get away!
What's wrong?
You're the one who killed Brother Stefano! Brothers, the killer of monks has returned!
What? No?
Please, no! I don't want to die!
I only kill those who kill others. And your brother Stefano was a killer. I'm sure you are no such thing. Now, listen to me. I'm looking for a black-robed monk who's missing a finger.
Missing a finger, you said?
Just found this headline. Kraft Heinz can't catch up with millennials. See, told you. I am one with the millennial
He
essence.
was one of us for a time.
I'm the alpha millennial.
Suggested he
The
returned
prime
from
millennial.
Carthage for a good long time.
I'm afraid to say his retreat has come to an end. Where would he have gone?
Oh dear. Santo Spirito?
Like I said, I'm not at all surprised.
It's where he studied.
Like anyone I know, like usually goes for something other than I just catch up and you'll mustard.
Go with God, brother.
We like those options, man. Man, you got any of that sriracha? That kind of argument. Boomers just hate the free market. Well, everyone hates the free market, you know, depending on if it's, you know, what's in
Desmond,
in
I
fashion.
think I repaired that busted memory. Why don't you try opening
Because everyone thinks the free market means, oh, the things I like will succeed. Synonymous subscribed for tier 2. Oh, thank you. For 2 months in a row. Why did the port get targeted? It didn't. It was apparently a fireworks. You know, you're talking about the explosion today? It's more likely it's a horrible accident where some stored nitrates and then also a fireworks, you know, storage area ignited. That's just what they want you to know. That's just the cover-up. Meet up with Machiavelli in the Oltrarno district of Florence. I'm now notorious. I just got here, though.
If Piero had only a tenth of his father's talent, we'd still have some place to call home.
I need I don't want to go fight my way through the city. Do I? I don't think I'm climbing over these walls, though. We're just fight our way through. How about that?
That's a funny getup.
Definitely was. Well, the fireworks was what started the fire, and then there was a stored nitrates right next to it. There was like a silo, and it spread to that. That's why there was 2 explosions. There was like the initial explosion of the fireworks factory, and then you see the nitrates go up, and that's the big boom. Whoa, damn, Synonymous. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. You guys get a gift sub, be sure to give me your thanks. Big boom was oof, very anime looking. That was the most anime looking explosion I'd ever seen. Like Goku was down there powering up. Meet Machiavelli on the bridge del Torno. Do I help out? No, all these are my enemies. Never mind. Well, I think. I'm not sure. Seems like they're all my enemies. Fuck it. Not my fight. Fuck, I'm just getting destroyed though.
Never should have welcomed that mad monk into the city. Look at all the misery he's wrought.
The mad monk chat. Can someone fill you in what explosion? The one in Beirut today. On the port. Very big, very anime looking. Been kind of the big news of the day. Oh, you guys want to do another, like, kind of dumb puzzle? I don't think I've done this one yet.
Do you see what's going on? Not yet. But you will.
Power they wielded cut down their enemies. I see a sword. Journalism. Sword. Dude. Oh, maybe we should try looking at it. Pretty sure that's one, though. That one. Pretty sure that's a dead guy, right? Samson? No, Samson. So yeah, it's Samson. His hair. Still of the Hun? Perseus? Really? That's not correct. These puzzles are so dumb, the dumbest one is the Mark of Cain one. I'm assuming it wants images that have weapons in it. Charlemagne. Sigmund, something that's got a sword in it, but yeah, cut is the thing, so it needs a sword in it. Would have been choosing. That's kind of JoJo looking when you look at it. Just the like the proportions of the dude's face. Perseus was a JoJo meme, chat. I don't know if that counts. He's got a spear. Samson is one. I guess his hair was cut. They got scissors there. One of Arc has a sword. Nope. Which one do I got wrong? This one has a sword in it. I'm guessing this one isn't needed. Maybe. I guess he's got a sword at his hilt. I don't know. Maybe it's not which have swords, but which have cuts. I guess you could say that too. Well, that one's definitely that one, since that's, you know, cutting the heads off things. This cutting hair. Alexander the Great cut the Gordian knot, so put that one in there. Sigmund. Not too familiar with Charlemagne. What did Charlemagne cut? I guess that, you know, his Achilles heel, well, it's not, you know, Achilles, it's someone else. I'm gonna like rule out that Otto von Bismarck is one of these, and it goes into this. Charlemagne cut Europe in half. Wasn't he like the first Holy Roman Emperor though? Perseus, like Attila's got a sword. I know Arthur's got to be in. He's got a sword. Joan has a sword, but it's not really. It's just not in very good detail. Also, Synonymous, thank you for the 2 more tier 1s. Thank you. Everyone, give your thanks to him. Oh, that was it. No shit. Wait, isn't that sword in like one of the? Yeah, that sword is. Oh god, there's another one. I think that sword was in like Unity. What I regret choosing to do this puzzle, by the way. In their hands, the wise lean on the great force. So, staffs? Something to lean on? Moses. He's sitting on the Baptist. And Amenhotep. No, okay, that's got a staff. That one doesn't have a staff. Staffed. 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 A lot of those. That's one thing I'm not gonna bother doing. Getting all those. Trust me, it's just not fun at all. These puzzles are absolutely terrible. Yeah, they're clearly they didn't put a lot of time into making those. Also, this feather quest is another thing I'm not gonna bother doing. Don't you want to rescue your mother from madness? Nah. Can you use that sword now? No, we didn't actually get the sword. We just saw an image of it. Just like once you see a JPEG of something, it doesn't automatically materialize in your hand. Same here. Oh yes, the JPEG sword of legends. Let's avoid all the fighting that's going down the bottom of the city. Shit.
Sometimes I wish the assassin would return before I die, and we might be free of his tyranny.
Considering the prize for collecting all the feathers is a cape that automatically brings every guard down on you, you're smart. Wow, that's a shitty prize. Why would you ever want to do that?
Salve, Ezio. You picked a fine time for a homecoming.
Then it's true.
The JPEG sword? No, the JPEG sword can add like swirls and blur on your under your sword strikes, so you like blur the environment around you.
That may be more complicated than you think.
When isn't it? Why don't you fill me in on things?
Walk with me. It all started a few weeks ago. The man everyone once revived.
You wish they'd make the pieces of Eden more consistent? No, they're just golden magical doodads now. And they're far more common too.
It's not the city he's enthroned.
You notice back in like Origins and Odyssey, like there's plenty of them.
They
Like every boss would have one. Like I got this golden Eden rod for stabbing.
If they have no say in the matter.
Rare is the man willing to oppose the status quo. And so it falls to us to help them see the truth.
There were at least 30 apples in Odyssey, yeah.
Those bodies bear the emblem of the Borgia.
Yes. The Spaniard keeps sending his soldiers into Firenze. And Firenze keeps sending them back. Usually,
Among other artifacts.
Then he knows the apple is here as well. An unfortunate complication.
Segui me.
Escort Machiavello to the Palazzo Pitti. This franchise has horrible consistency after that. So, well, the reason for the dude that originally conceived the franchise was, you know, booted out of Ubisoft. And they took it in different directions after this game. That's why, you know, the bunch of just goes to shit. The plot stops mattering so much. And you don't even have really a goal anymore in the modern time. I just know it's like something about an ancient AI that used to be like an ancient person. And they're trying to like find a way to come back, and they never seem to be good at it. Hurry.
The direct assault would be dangerous.
True. But what other option is there?
Aside from the city leaders, the people's minds are their own, correct?
See.
And they follow Savonarola not by choice, but force and fear?
See.
Then I propose we use these to our advantage. We can silence his lieutenants and stir up discontent.
They do a lot of stuff in comics too that they don't even really talk about in the games.
I'll speak with La Volpe and Paola.
I'm gonna guess it's a very small percentage of the people who play these games actually read the comics.
Then it's settled. I'll take care of his
Oh yes, I will take every opportunity to talk shit about this, you know, series because it had a lot of potential, and they just yeah. We're gonna do something else. We got ideas. Oh, why is there so many icons? Kill lieutenants. That's why. All right, who's closest? But yeah, there was a ton of potential in this series, and it all went to shit. This feels like a mission, do lots of fight. When did you subscribe? You were probably given a gift sub. A lot of those have been popping off tonight. So congrats, you can now use those wonderful emotes. Thanks to a very generous person in chat. You napped longer than you should. Do you feel terrible after doing that? Naps always making me feel like death, so I don't do them.
Reject the base and material. Seek salvation in the flames.
Book burning, huh? I can get behind that. As long as they're empty. No, it's probably Synonymous who gifted you the sub. Did you give me enough targets, game?
When I first became a painter, I did so as a means to express my devotion to God. Here there was an opportunity to grow closer to Him.
Oh, God. They just know I'm here to kill them instantly anymore. You really like the gameplay of Black Flag? Well, Black Flag is kind of where it peaked gameplay-wise, I agree.
God, what have I done?
Yes and no about napping.
They were my own.
Well, even if I oversleep, I can still feel pretty bad when I wake up, like I've been laying down too long.
Sorry.
As am I. Non è una scelta che compio a cuore.
But it always feels weird when you wake up. Your body doesn't quite know what's going on. Syndicate's gameplay is really enjoyable. I barely recall anything about that game, so I can't really say I agree, but I do recall Black Flag. I just remember, hey, English, and sometimes you have like moments where you shit, what? Cool, we did that. Still disoriented? Yeah, that'll do it to you. I wonder if there's been like any studies done for why that happens. 1, 2, God, there's so many. Well, we need to collect the codex pages here, so we'll do that as we go. First, we'll get these 3 down here. Sometimes when you nap for the perfect amount of time, it feels like you slept the perfect amount and you've gained as much energy as if from a 9-hour sleep. I wish I could do that, but no, I've never felt good after a nap. Even though I'll feel nice and refreshed after this, and it's like, oh, I should have stayed, you know, asleep. Waking is terror. This is like a bunch of really crappy little missions.
Come, gather round. Listen well to what I say. The end approaches. Now is the time to repent, to beg God's forgiveness.
Kill this man. Stop the preacher's corrupt sermon. Sounds like a pretty average sermon to me.
The signs are all around us. Unrest, famine, disease, corruption. These are the harbingers of darkness. We must stand firm in our devotion.
Let's shoot a dude.
Lest they consume us all. I see you now, that you think me mad. But did the Romans not say the same of Jesus? Know that I too once shared your uncertainty, your fear. But that was before Savonarola came to me. He showed me the truth.
And this guy's, you know, we're gonna like really slide this shot right past. No, you're in the way. Fuck. Well, you got shot instead. That could have gone a lot better. Everything that could have went wrong went wrong. Legit question. Origins, did you ever give a story reason for why you fought ancient gods like Medusa? It's like in your head and stuff, wasn't it? Like vision. It's kind of like a Far Cry reason. That and also like, you know, items that would cause you to see it, I guess.
All I said is true.
Nothing is true.
Hello, what's up, Darian? How you doing? I mean, in Odyssey, you fight a bunch of like monsters and shit, don't you? And they're just like, oh, this is like first civilization monster creatures that they made. But they're just got a really poor excuse for like why they're trying to make it into a Witcher game. That's all it really is. I don't know why they chose to make it like a Witcher game, but because it didn't really fit. But that's what they went for. You have brownies. Why would you rub that in everyone's face? Crazy how far the new Assassin's Creeds are from the first game. They're basically not even the same series anymore. After seeing Ghost of Tsushima, I actually predicted they would. I wouldn't be surprised if like they announced one after the Valhalla. I wouldn't be surprised if they announced one set in Japan finally. Like, we've always wanted to take the Assassin's Creed series to Japan, and now we feel that we're up to the task. Something along those lines. Jesus, what? God, this is such a shit mission. This is just padding. How many codex pages are here? They got 1, 2, 3. So it looks like there's 4, 5 codex pages I'll have to grab too. Go here and do that. And we can head there and grab that codex page. Grab that guy, grab codex pages, then do all this stuff over here. These 2 sequences were originally DLCs for consoles, which is why they don't really do anything for the plot. This is some really garbage DLC if it was. But that's not surprising either, is it? The Mongols, the Templar. No, you might actually play as a... Maybe that's how they'll change it. You'll play as a Mongol invading Japan. But no, if they do go to Japan, I would probably predict they'd go for the Sengoku era when Japan was cut off from the world and then they were just starting to open up. Hope you will at least notice this one. Ubisoft execs have said that they won't do Assassin's Creed Japan because the hype too high for it, and they don't believe they'd live up to the No, trust me, they're not that. They don't think that deeply about their reasons for things. But I'm just saying they follow trends, and they went to Valhalla. I'm guessing after God of War did so well. Well, not Valhalla. They went to Norway, but I kind of suspect that's the reason they chose that one over your other reasons. And now that Ghost of Tsushima is kind of eating their lunch, I wouldn't be surprised if they finally go to Japan for it. One of the characters you can recruit, the descendant of the Jacob Frey. I heard about that for Watch Dogs, 3. That memorable character, Jacob Frey. Yes, everyone will look for him. God, I've only killed 2 of these 9 guys already. This is taking forever. I've completely forgotten the plot about what Syndicate was even about. It's like 2 English brother and sisters. There's like some weird-looking English guy who wants to take over the crown or get inside the crown tomb to steal a sword or something.
Non si passa. Do you hear me? Until you've all submitted and given yourself over to the Prophet, Savonarola, this bridge will remain closed to you.
Eliminate the Condottiero guarding the Ponto Vecchio.
I hear you moaning and complaining. You say you have things to do, places to go, obligations to fulfill. Ha! You have but one obligation. To submit. Why fight us? Why resist? The city is ours. Your precious majesty have abandoned you.
Takes care of that. Something magic blanket, yeah, basically that. Have they run out of, like, legendary artifacts they could possibly use yet?
A people united by faith. All men are equal in the eyes of the Lord. And so they shall be. Firenze. Dead man! There! On him!
Well, I just took a spike to that guy's skull. They should not have a confession.
Nobles close. How is it Savonarola charmed you?
Wealth and power do not ensure contentment. I wanted even more.
And now instead, you have nothing.
They still have the Jesus Spear. I think that's actually been mentioned before. Pringle's mascot lost the monocle. Yeah, he did look like that, didn't he? Okay, where am I going next? Okay, we're gonna head up here, grab this codex page, then head up, then towards whatever the next objective is. Was it the golden? Yeah, it was based on the Golden Fleece. Oh, their rock throwing skills have gotten so good. Fuck it, I won't go up there then. there's a sound effect in this game that sounds very similar to my bit ding bell that goes off whenever someone donates bits. So I keep looking whenever it happens. I kind of look over at chat. Did someone like do a thing? Ezio Auditore is seen in a vision by Cassandra in the DLC for Odyssey, in which he is shown killing Casari Borgia. Why would that matter? How would she be seeing something that hasn't yet happened either? You found it to be neat. That's all Assassin's Creed is, though. It's like, here's a game with neat things, but nothing consistent. Put that on the tagline, or the next, the box of the series. Here's a game with some neat things, nothing else. Or, you can simplify it. Has a game with things in it. Ancient alien. Well, they weren't aliens. It was like a first civilization that happened before humans became the dominant civilization. Which is an interesting, plot line for a game, because there was like a very long span of time before humans came around that you could have that happen. But they just still made it kind of boring. We're gonna grab this codex page, then kill that person, then we'll go over here and take care of the rest.
A weekly bleeding is part of... May wellness remain your...
Not clear they were aliens or just here before. They always called them the first civilization, so... I mean, it's Ubisoft. They could change it to that if they feel that's what they want, direction they want to go in. But to me, I've always got the impression... It's always felt like they were just a civilization of, species that evolved before humans, and then we're like their daughter species or something. They reared us up to be the... And then we survived when they all died out. But who knows, they might want to have the aliens come back at some point. It's Ubisoft. Alien mating with... Well, there are like humans that are descended from the first civilization people. They're like special people that have like, can access... There's like the Black Flag villain, the pirate dude. He was one of them. And he was like, got later reborn in modern times, and you had to kill him there as well. Find it dumb. Cassandra is chilling in a cave. Well, I'm guessing since she was wearing a business suit, she has been out in the world doing stuff. But she had like a weird sense of, stuff to do since there's been assassin and, Templar fights going on for millennia at that point, and she never got involved. Like, I'm setting this one out, guys. I mean, I have all the answers. I could, put all this to rest. No, you guys have your little war. I'll let the world be endangered a couple times. I'm good. Yeah, did they ever explain what the Cassandra or Testicles, whatever his name was doing all those years where they were basically a mortal being of knowledge that knew everything that everyone needed to know? Were they just chilling? You idiots, you're not even involved in this. I'm here for the page. Fuck this. Fuck this. Fuck you. Yes. Friendly fire, yes. There we go. I think they lock these codecs up somewhere in like an office on the street. Cheer one. So a video showed up in your YouTube recommends for that WoW Such Gaming guy, and his Last of Us 2 Sin vid is an hour and 30 minutes long. That's quite the long video. I wouldn't recommend making them that long, especially for a game that doesn't, for something that doesn't need to be that long. I don't know what he found that required that much time, but hey, maybe it's good. I don't know. I try to avoid watching or even looking at any type of other Sin channel. I've never even heard of this channel, by the way. WoW Such Gaming. So there's another contender, is there? I will leave nothing but his bones. Alright, let's do that. Then we'll go over there, take that page, and then do all this stuff over this way. Is it any good? All Sin channels are my competition. Like I said, I try not to get into that competition mindset. Kind of sucks all the fun out of doing it. Like I basically create my videos in a bubble where I pretend I'm the only one doing it, so I don't have to worry what anyone else is doing. He does Sins for zombie movies. Well, it's not really a... Really, that's very specific. Just only zombie movies? I guess he figured, hey, this game is trending. Might as well get some of those views. Dex, stop.
It's quite simple, amici. If you desire care, you'll submit yourselves fully to our new...
I think their next one will be Ghost of Tsushima 2 or something, because that's, their most successful game they've ever had. Which is probably bringing tears to Sly, because that idea of a Sly Cooper game is probably slipping further and further from reality. Oh, shit. Bold of me to assume that I have competition. Well, technically, I'm not the biggest Game Sin channel out there. There's like... I'm pretty sure Game Care Network's got a bigger sub count than me. I don't think his videos are any more numerous than mine, or I mean, don't get any more views than mine, but... Where does this game want me to run to? See you later, Western. You have a good night. There's a Sly Cooper 5 in development, but after Sly 4 failed commercially, Sony's like, yeah, that's what, can't take the risk. Stop it, Dex. I gotta concentrate here, Cat's like getting in my way.
The choice is yours to make. Continue to support the Medici, who, as you know, have long since fled Firenze, or accept Savonarola.
Need to get over there.
Why fight him? Why refuse? He is a good man, strong of character and morals. He seeks to save us from ourselves.
Mind me, I'm just sitting here minding my own business.
Is what we need. Before Savonarola came to us, we were mired in sin, gluttony, lust, pride, avarice. Need I go on? We
Stop it,
cared
Dex.
overmuch
Kitty.
for earthly
Kitty.
things and pleasures of the flesh. We shied from the face of God. And why wouldn't we, shamed as we were at our actions? This is why you ache and take ill. It is the divine retribution.
I think I can lock on from this distance. Nope.
If you wish to be healed, if you wish to be saved, only pledge yourself to Savonarola. Do this.
They pretty much abandoned this mechanic of blending in with the crowds, haven't they?
Within these walls, you will be granted the finest care Firenze has to offer, free of charge. For I am a being of compassion and mercy, just as the Lord made me.
Yeah. I know I can shoot. I'm just gonna, like, Gotta get a chance. Shit. No. Go back. Yeah, I'm locked onto him now at the very least. No, wrong person. Reload. Okay, they don't even know what a gun is. For them, I'm just pointing my hand at someone. I need to get like right on that. On this. Here we are. We use the poison. Really, he's noticing me himself. Ratchet and Clank also had a failed reboot. Did that game that come out that one that I sent fail? I thought that I did well. Why are you turned this way? That'll do.
You have spilled the blood of a healer.
No. I've spilled the blood of a tyrant.
To command such power over the body, between this world and the next, it seems I grew intoxicated.
And now you grow still. La tua morte non sarà
Wood.
inutile.
Ratchet and Clank reboot lost Sony 20 million, but yet it's getting a new one. Mini-min. And they all run faster than Ezio.
Shit! He's stepping away! Whatever I have done, I'm sorry. I'll go. His face!
The new one is following the original series. It's ignoring. Oh, the new one is ignoring the reboot. Didn't know that. God, these video games are getting made awfully confusing in their timelines. Can't they just keep it simple? So, is the new one following like a show or like the original series or what? I'm confused now. Alright, so let's grab this page here. We can go over here and kill these dudes, get the final page. Or no, get this final note. Ratchet and Clank, the new one is set in the original game timeline. Yeah, this is just a mess at this point then.
Sending Firenze a message of contempt. The city's youth apparently gathered and bear their
Slide demands sources, Jim. What do you got? I haven't heard any like new details on that other than what they showed off at on the stream before that game. Gotta back up those claims. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Gaming doesn't really. A lot of games don't take their lore seriously anymore. It's like, gamers don't give a shit. We can do whatever we like. Sorry, my bad. Your cell phone never gave you the stream alert? Nah. Are you signed up on the Discord? You'll get the alerts there every time, usually. Without fail.
You are disturbing the peace. We are imposing it. You are a dead man! I don't want to die! Diablo, this is none of my affair!
Yeah, so what matters is that you're here now. That's all. Alright, that's more of the things. God, this is just tedious. You'll join after this one? Well, like I said, just type in the Discord code in the chat to get your invite. We're actually probably going to have to, like, switch the Discord server over to community instead of private soon because of changes they're making to the partnership stuff. Okay, so what do we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more people to kill and 2 codexes to grab. We'll go grab you. And we'll go grab that. And that. Then go up there and grab codex page of that guy and then finally come back around and kill you. Wiki says Dr. Nefarious breaks the timeline. It's up to Ratchet and Clank to put it back together now. So it's one of those kind of like reset. It's kind of like another reboot then. If you want to view it that way. So it doesn't necessarily mean they're ignoring the reboot. They just might be rebooting again afterward. Do you have sequence 12 and 13? I'm not sure. Check the wiki. I'm gonna guess you have to wait to play it to find out if it's actually truly, you know, getting rid of all the previous lore or doing away with it. Does this mean we're getting multiple Ratchet and Clanks? No, or you're getting female Clank or female Ratchet. At least that's what the trailer implied. You go to the multiverse where Ratchet was female instead of male. Do I plan on playing Brotherhood and Revelations? I guess eventually, but not anytime soon. I've got... I'm just kind of playing through this to refresh myself a little bit with the series since it's been like 2 years since I played one. Since Odyssey was so garbage. So I was like, since we got a new one coming out that I'm going to make a sim video on, let's play one that I actually kind of enjoyed.
Another challenger. Excellent.
Can you love me like a pizza pie? I would prefer it if you do. Being compared to, you know, the love one man feels for a pizza. Quite good, in fact.
It's proven to be both entertaining and effective. Incoming Chamo.
That's not the captain of the gold.
What a spectacle.
Whoa, that's some serious jumping they just did.
Another a few days back. Made it through over 3 dozen of my men. Before he was finally put down. He's every day without pay.
Neither Wikipedia nor the Ratchet and Clank wiki says Rift Apart will be set in the original universe. That's what I was thinking, but it is showing that it is a timeline-breaking story from what we saw in the trailer, so I wouldn't be surprised if things are being reset somewhat. But there's probably nothing official on that, as you say. Am I going to play the first Assassin's Creed? I'm not sure about that one or not. No, I'm not going to kill your entire waves of any. I'm just coming up there for you.
So which are you?
Get him! You are not getting past me.
Oh, well. Shit. You guys are making this awkward. The arrow's sticking out my armpit.
You're making a very big mistake. You seek to challenge me. That must have hurt.
Oh. How many... You know, it's impressive the amount of people they can put on screen in this game. At some point you men will realize it's not worth dying for. Much quicker to do it that way.
Is this truly who I was? So proud and cruel.
No. Savonarola.
Sword finish in this game are a copy from the first? Yeah, I think they might be. Or at least, yeah, pretty much they probably are. I haven't played the first game since it came out though, so my memory of that is not good.
Been stronger.
As do I. Mi rincresce, ma non c'è altro modo. Requiescat in pace.
Impressive? No, it was janky. Whoa. Return to Anonymous. Go back to 4chan, Ezio. Smorgasbord of dudes. Alright, so what do we got left to do? I guess we can go for that codex page. Everything's annoying. Trying to become anonymous so I can get the cutscene to play, but what happened? Right there. I don't think they saw me. Crash Team Racing is slowly becoming microtransactional. Yeah, that's how they do it these days. They don't do it. They're more and more times microtransactions are not available when they send out review copies. It's only afterward. It's a really, really shitty way of getting your microtransactions in there and hiding them from the people. Well, that's what some of them are doing these days. What if the PS5 Series X generation is just dominated by time travel games and alternate reality? Well, why would it be? I guess that's a what if you could consider, but I don't see the point. I don't think there was that's that popular of a genre. This page. Fuck. How many of cock-ups again? I just had to jump and land on a soldier. Make me anonymous. Shit, why did the people, invisibility cloak go away? Oh, for fuck's sake, game. Jesus, you are pissing me off. Just want everyone to stop following me. Okay, it just doesn't work. That's why. They're still in sight. Go back here again. Ah, popular guy, and it sucks sometimes. Now we can do it. Hey. Oh, come on, I just went inside. Alright, let you guys deal with that. Codex page acquired, now what? Yeah, we got a codex page and one of these assassinations, so we'll do that. The last codex page in this area too, I think. Hey Ruin, you just dropped by, gonna finish some work and then head to bed? Nah, get a good night's sleep, my man. Hopefully it's not too demanding of a task. One of the most talented in chat, that he is.
I'm so sorry, Messere. I don't know what came over.
How do we do this without getting every single person on me? Come on, don't be that way.
You die now! You are not going anywhere! Please escape.
I realized that they were trying to go for like sword fights, but this was no better than what they did in the first game. In fact, I think the first game's combat was better. A lot of moves. They've seen you? What did you do? Quick slaps. Oh, you're mooing for Rune, I see. Yeah, that's worth a moo or two. Alright, philosophical codex page. Coding 4 philosophical codex pages will increase your maximum health. I don't have to take these to Michelangelo. Oh, not Michelangelo, but Leonardo first, do I? I think I have to. Right up here. Next dude. First game is unplayable these days. Yeah, I'm gonna guess it probably feels pretty archaic. There were some parts of the first game that were really good. It was more about setting up your assassination and planning that out. That's really the only one that ever did that. You had to like set up how you're gonna get away from the place after you kill the guy. They'd like spend a lot of time looking around. I kind of like that, but they kind of ended that after that game, in favor of what you do more like in this series. No, well, they became more like Assassin's Creed too. You hope that Microsoft buys Warner Brother Games. Microsoft, I don't know, they're like getting ready to buy TikTok. Will they be able to also buy that and Warner Brothers? Which would be more expensive?
Keep watch over these fields and ensure no harm comes.
I see nothing but cows and streamer energy in chat right now.
Seem a mundane task, but it is critical nonetheless.
Assassinate the farmer, but avoid alerting his henchmen.
Without this most basic resource, they'll lose the means to resist. They will be forced to stand down. Go back down, or I shoot. Get down now.
Wood. To avoid alerting the henchmen. Let's see, where is he at? He hid behind a building somewhere. Assassin's Creed 1 did have its issues, yeah, that's definitely the case, but really this guy counted shit. But like I said, I liked how you had to like set up your assassinations. That was kind of fun. And then plan your getaway. Because you would just have way too many people after you to like, you know, plan your way through it. That was like a good element that they kind of lost. Can you keep mooing? Yeah, sure, get it out of your system. Turn around, don't. Oh, god damn it. We'll do it this way.
They require
That guy. I'm hoping maybe he walks below me at some point. Ghost of Tsushima did that? Did what?
You think this post a waste of time? But you must understand.
Everything better than this game? Exactly.
Depends upon keeping all of this secure. You don't believe me, do you? Let me explain. The Fieno feeds our horses.
Assassinations and escape plans? I don't remember having to usually plan an escape plan in Ghost of Tsushima. He just walks around in that circle, I think. Basically, I need to get into that on top of that building. Or hide in that haystack right there. No, wait.
Why the Fieno must not fall into enemy hands. So do not dismiss the work you do here. It is vital to our continued success.
Impressive moves.
But the worst...
More foreigners.
Ooh, Tim, it's really hard to shoot someone from a distance in this game. You have to lock onto someone. You can't aim it manually. I want to get in that pile of hay next. He should come by this way and I can like grab him. Can you send me? I'm pretty good at that myself, to be honest. But hey, go knock yourself out. Just be aware that there might be some dedicated fans though that come after you. You never know how that's going to go. Really, you're gonna walk? You suck. Okay, he's not coming this way. I need to get... That guy's gonna be a problem, isn't he? You must defend your honor from any and all criticism, because, yes, my battles must become your battles. I need to make it this time. Got him.
You would have let your own people starve. And for what?
Too long I suffered their insults. They called me simple and low class. I wanted their respect.
I'm afraid you do not.
You started playing the Yakuza games recently, and? You love them. Ah, well, I'm glad you found something to be passionate over. I was not as... I was okay with it, but I just didn't really do it for me. Okay. People are taking the long way around town, aren't they? Alright, I think there's 3 more of these freaking things left to do. Oh, this sure is a lot of fun. So what do we got? We got these two here, and these two, and then this guy. All right, down here we go. I didn't. How many Yakuza games are there's like a lot of Yakuza games, and they've basically remade all of them, like, or brought them back. I kind of respect that they've decided, like, we like this series so much, we're gonna remake every single one of them and bring it up to modern standards. Also, Diesel Dan, thank you for the 14-month sub. Also, Bad Boy, recently you started playing Battlefield 1's multiplayer again, and now you remember why your blood pressure shot up when that game first came out. Is this a good blood pressure thing or bad? Kind of hard to gauge, because I know a lot of people like Battlefield 1. Or they just really like the Battlefield 1 trailer. Seven Nation Army couldn't hold me back. That got people like, oh yeah, this is gonna kick COD's ass now. They got the trailer. And while COD was, or Call of Duty was like, here's some battles in space. Microsoft is a rich company. They can buy both TikTok and Warner Brothers games. I mean, I don't doubt they could, but that's still a business decision that would, it's getting pretty pricey, paying multiple billions for two different companies at once. Plus everything else they gotta do. I'll never forget my playthrough of Yakuza 0 when you were getting your ass kicked, pulled out a gun and went Second Amendment bitch, and then Duke Nukem lookalike still kicked your ass. Yes, good times, wasn't it? I remember me complaining about the game not ending for a very long time, and being far longer than I needed to be. Technically, you could say this stuff right here counts as ledge paint because it always indicates that hey, there's something you can jump off and land in. So it's more like jump paint. When does EA become the most likely to buy WB? I heard it was Microsoft. Sure, let's give EA another company that developer they can destroy. That goes well. Think of that, chat. Batman, brought to you by EA. That also means the Lord of the Ring license will go back to EA. Back to when it used to have it. When they made those side-scrolling games. Rare says hi. Hey, Rare is actually kind of like making good games again now. People seem to like the old, the pirate game they made. And yeah, obviously Microsoft hasn't always made the best acquisitions either, or done well by them. But they don't have EA's reputation. EA's reputation when it comes to buying studios is a meme at this point.
You must not disrupt our work. Firenze is sick. It's our duty to cure her.
How? By forcing our people to follow a madman?
It is unwise for you to challenge those in power.
Yes. Well, that is about to change.
No! You won't take me! Savonarola will know of your treachery! Guards! Guards!
Chase down the nobleman and silence him before he reaches Savonarola.
There he is! Get him! Savonarola is our savior!
For a nobleman, when did he learn parkour? Need to way up. I need to way up. I don't like these chase missions. I always make them run really fast, usually. Not you, though. Sea of Thieves is boring? Apparently people like it, though. It's done really well for them.
I was a victim. It's not my fault.
No, you made the choice.
I think it depends on who you're playing it with.
With that thing.
Only because you allowed it. Lo faccio per il popolo.
We need more Mark Hamill on anything? Well, he actually has a game that's... He actually has a big part in a game if it'll ever come out. Whoa! What? Fell off the roof and then those monks vanished. He's supposed to be like a major important character in, Space Citizen, or, whatever that, but that game that will never come out because the developers keep, just don't know what the hell they're doing anymore. Feature creep game, might as well call it that. Squadron 42, yeah, the single player of Star Citizen, called Squadron 42. Like I said, though I wouldn't expect to ever get to play it. Did I surf him to the ground? I did, and then something weird happened and the people disappeared. He loves me. So it's hard to think that there's a game that that's had over $300 million spent on it and still isn't out. Jesus Christ. Feel bad for the people who spent $5,000 on their own custom spades. Don't feel bad for them. They're still like eagerly anticipating that game at this point. You'll see them like they're the ones going to conventions for that thing. Like, don't worry, man. It's gonna be great when it comes out. You just don't believe. But I just can't help but think what other kind of... Just think about that. Red Dead Redemption 2 was not made on $300 million, and that still was a game that eventually released. And it's probably going to be better than anything that ever is going to manage to be. The money... I don't think it's a money laundering scheme. I think it's just incompetent developers that are just constantly making their game more and more. Because they're making... basically because they don't have a publisher telling them to just finish the damn game already. They're all self-funded because of crowdfunding. We just freed them of that little, thing. And sometimes publishers are good for just making sure a game finishes eventually. It's the same thing that happened to Duke Nukem Forever. They were self-funding that game instead of having a publisher, and they just never wanted to actually finish it because the developers just got into autistic artiste mode. And just like, no, we gotta make it better. We can't have it released behind this other game and not be as technically impressive. Destiny was made on $200 million. I'm not sure of the price of that, but it did have a big budget. But I think that was for like the entire series of games they were going to make. Or I'm also, maybe a lot of that was the marketing too. Climb the Duomo without being seen and remove the entrenched priest from his perch. But as long as people keep giving money to Star Citizen's like self-publishing, I don't think it'll ever be finished. I mean, once it comes out, they have to actually sell a game, and why would they when they're making all this money just, selling the idea of a game and selling DLC for a game that you can only play in alpha? How do I get over there? The lead of one DNF had the Chris Roberts problem. Everything had to be I forget that guy's name, but yeah, he kept just switching engines because a new engine or a new game would come out, and he would just feel like Duke can't be behind that game in tech.
Almost shift change anyway.
But they've stuck with their same engine the entire time. Just that shitty CryEngine version game that Amazon bought a license to CryEngine, made their own engine, but they started on CryEngine and then switched to Amazon's version. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's also causing them problems. But at this point, the Star Citizen, just the development of that game is more interesting than the game will ever be. Sometimes it's best to leave well enough alone. Like I said, that's why some publishers aren't always a bad thing they're made out to be. They ensure that a game gets developed instead of letting developers just continue to blow money on a product endlessly. That's what they're good for. You guys will see me. Love for them to remake this game and the first one. Well, they did remaster this game, but that's probably all you're gonna get. Why was Star Citizen ever popular? The developer of Star Citizen made a very popular series of space sim games back in like the 90s and early 2000s. So he had, he had clout, and he made his Kickstarter like, hey, I want to make these games again, but even better. And people, you know, gave him this most successful Kickstarter for a very long time. And then he just kept collecting money afterward. In fact, he named the development company after him. It's like Robert Space Development or something. Origin Systems, yeah, they made Wing Commander, yeah. That was like a big thing for like a lot of, you know, PC nerds when it came out. But back then he also had a publisher like telling him to, you know, make sure he gets things done. These days he's like, you know, I own the shit and we're making all this money. Let's continue as is. Yeah, Robert Space Industries. They've basically been sitting on their story campaign. It's late like by 3 years already and it still aren't any sign of it being done. You technically can play it, but it's like an alpha version of it, and it's very limited and not very fun to play, which is probably indicative that the final game, will, even if it ever releases, will not be all that great. And it's definitely going to be very, very heavily pay to win, because if you can spend $5,000 on a ship, well, if I spent $5,000 on a ship, that ship better wipe the floor with everyone else's ship that doesn't cost $5,000. There's no way they'll be able to properly balance that for it not to be pay to win. I'm a PC nerd? Actually, no, I didn't start playing PC games until well after I'd been a gamer on consoles for a long time. I don't know why we're killing this guy. He's up here just singing.
I thought he preached the word of God.
I fear his sermon is a lie.
I led my flock astray.
Polygon made an article about people being tired of morally gray stories and people want to return back to black and white stories. In the year 2020, I can actually see people being very tired of just being like told everything is miserable and so should you be. Sometimes people want something to be happy about or just feel good after they complete a story. Not a bad thing. Really depends on the context and like the rest of everything else going on. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. No. Motherfucker. I didn't even get a chance. I just popped out of the cutscene and the guy cut me off the building. I have to go kill that guy again, don't I? No, I guess he still counts as dead. Never mind. Ankles? I have no need of such thing. $35,000 is $35,000 for a ship. Think of that, chat. That's the most expensive DLC I could ever think of. Paying $35,000 for a digital ship. You spared the uncle and that made you feel good? I feel like the killing him or the giving him the warrior's death is actually the better ending. I saw the other ending and I think that one's weaker compared to the other uncle being getting what he wants. It's more fitting for a samurai tale. Let's go back up and play as Autobots and Decepticons. That's black and white, yeah, but I don't really like Autobots and Decepticons. Never into that. They're like, I'm just never really into a lot of it, cartoons made to sell toys. Right. Got all the codex pages, we got one last dude to kill, and then we'll be done with this mess. Better to be as good as the Patriot ship in Metal Gear Solid 4. Yeah, I don't think it... Well, it's a spaceship, so it's not just built, made to go in the sea. But I'm guessing that $35,000 ship is like gigantic, and you can have like a gigantic crew on it too. And it probably contains other smaller ships. It's probably like a carrier or something. It's still ridiculous. Just hooked that dude by the dick and pulled him off. That's a horrible way to go. Ezio's a savage. Well, that guard was Siren Head. Be interested in it then. We had SCPs in the. Well, you technically do have SCPs in the world of Assassin's Creed. They're just like first civilization creations. They show up a lot in Odyssey.
Secure those crates. We can ill afford to let their contents fall into the wrong hands.
Board the ship without being seen and put an end to the merchants' trading days.
We'll see just how tough the holdouts are when they're forced to go without food. If they want to eat, they'll accept Savonarola as their leader. Are the Medici family can still hold any sway in the cities beyond me?
Still stealth. Guess we can climb up behind the ship, maybe?
Then I saw the evils of Comus and the division it creates.
You can see me. Still sees me.
Equality and justice.
I should go home.
Why do I care if he sees me or not? He's not gonna be like leaving. It takes a while to like, get the sails down and sail out of town. Hey, don't rub the rendering's belly button. She doesn't like that.
There he is, Pazzo.
Oh, God damn it. This sequence is atrocious. This entire last hour of just me running around town assassinating random people has been atrocious.
We'll see just how tough the holdouts are when they're forced to go without food. They'll accept Savonarola as their leader. Are the Medici family can still hold any sway in the cities beyond?
Ooh. He died of natural causes. They won't suspect a thing. So now's my time to get up there while two of them are distracted. I guess I probably can't kill both of them at the same time. Only the one. Wow. That worked. Whoa. Wait a minute. Did I lure one over? Damn, I could have grabbed him. Yeah, they actually do have very good vision, but it's very selective when it happens.
Are the Medici family can still hold any sway in the cities beyond me?
Yeah, I need to get inside the cabins, the captain's quarters first. Who is my favorite Pokemon? I've said this before, but it's Porygon, because Porygon is the one Pokemon that, made children sick in reality. I find that impressive.
Where did he go? He's disappeared.
Right. Don't even check on the bodies. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa!
How the Medici family can still hold any sway
That was random.
is beyond me.
Like, well, the bodies are here. Let me jump off the boat. Maybe he had a clairvoyant vision of being stabbed in the dick and yanked off the boat, and he's like, nah, ain't happening to me. I need to, like, kill him before I can kill the two guys over there. He's the only one, like, moving around at this point. Maybe I can lure him up here if he sees me standing up here. I'm Batman.
And accept the Lord as our savior and true leader.
Throwing knives, I suppose. Never mind. That'll do. No, you stop it. Just, I want to jump. Alright, now how to deal with other... I guess I don't technically have to deal with these guys. I can just sneak in through the door.
How the Medici family can still hold any sway in this city is beyond me.
A target.
What?
That's all of them. All of them dead.
What have I done?
You tried to force devotion.
Sometimes the people must be told what to think.
No good has ever come of that. Benché il mio cuore sia turbato, la mia mente è lucida. Requiescat in pace.
Throw him off the boat. I'm gonna be chased by large men with axes, you realize. I'm throwing myself off the boat. Oh. Still hit me with a rock. Where are they getting rocks on a boat? Alright, there we go. We've done it. All of them are dead. Kill all of Sullivan and all of the lieutenants I have. They're all dead. Now we go over there. From a barrel, faced by large men with axes. We donated bits. Are you sick of gray stuff? Do you want the good old-fashioned good versus evil like Lord of the Rings? Cheer 25. I mean, you can have both and both be good. I just wouldn't want all to be either. I don't want it to be either all. So nothing but black and white, and then nothing but morally gray. You need a proper mix of it, I think. And that's perfectly fine. Don't you just want to be a hero? Sometimes. Sometimes you just want to, like, do either totally good or totally evil. Sometimes you just want to be like an anti-hero. They all have their place. Gray more because it's more realistic? Not necessarily. Sometimes there are just good and evil things that can be done in the world. You miss pure evil villains who also had a lot of personality, a la the original Disney villains. Not all of those were pure evil, though. Some of them had, like, at least you'll believe themselves to be morally right. Though they did certainly have a bunch of pure evil in it. Usually they were, like, dressed as witches, though. You could usually tell. Where's the mission at? Best villain are easy to relate to sometimes, but not always. Sometimes a good villain is just very charismatic. and you don't relate to them at all. Sometimes they're not even at all realistic. Like me, chat. I'm a horrible villain and you don't relate to me at one bit. So how many in chat have seen your dream logs? I'm guessing you put those in the creative writing section of the Discord? I haven't seen them. Also, seems good, 100. Sure. Emperor Palp is not relatable? Yeah, definitely not at all. Well, old Palp. I don't know so much about the new Palp.
You've done well, Ezio.
What happens now?
Watch.
Silence! I demand silence! Why are you here? Why do you disturb me? You should be cleansing your home, cleansing yourself. There are bonfires to see, prayers to be said, penance to be done. You will do as I command. You will submit.
None of them think of picking up that golden apple he just dropped? Except that guy I see. Fire the apple of Eden. God damn it. Let me run, game. Thank you. This is off to a really bad start. Oh, god damn it, you didn't have to like jump on that chimney, I had him. Alright, good, more missions doing. What villain would I like to be? I don't know. Myself, I'm pretty good at that. Have you seen the comments of my YouTube videos? Who else could, create such treachery and such vile remarks in the people's heads? What a villain. You can't read? Then how are you writing that? Uh-oh. Text to speech, He is using the Apple of Eden. I know that guy was, but... Oh, you're seeing I'm using the Apple of Eden. You're the hero we want to be, your type, a symbol of peace and justice. You flatter me with lies. You know, I actually you know that AI dungeon we played on stream not too long ago? I actually applied to OpenAI to get access to the GPT-3 directly, because it's in beta. It's like I just use my YouTube channel as like clout. It's like, hey, I write scripts for a successful YouTube channel. I want to see if GPT-3 can help me out with that. So I was basically like, I want to see if the AI can write my scripts for me. Just to see if it works, so I haven't heard back yet though. Probably won't. But it'd be funny. I could be like the mastermind using AI to write all the most genius lines you see, and you're like, oh, it's all me. It's me. I'm doing that. But it's just totally like an AI doing it. Because it technically could. You can just give it a prompt and let it finish it for you, like the entire sin. I could even let it learn my writing style, because it can write in other people's styles across history. was the last time I was really into a multiplayer game? Hearthstone, if that counts. Though I did also play Overwatch for a fair bit, and liked it back when it first came out. Kill Salvanora before he burns. Can I just, shoot him? Oof.
It's you. I knew this day would come.
What kind of hero do I like to play? Boy Scout versus the mature one? Usually one with a troubled past, I guess. I don't know. I don't really have a preference for that. Let him burn. We wouldn't have got that excellent slow motion scene, though.
Silencio! 22 years ago, I stood where I stand now, and watched my loved ones die, betrayed by those I had called friends. Vengeance clouded my mind. It would have consumed me, were it not for the wisdom of a few strangers. It taught me to look past my instincts. They never preached answers.
Hey Venom, how you doing? Hey man.
Guided me to learn from myself. We don't need
what if AI wrote all the classic literature of the world? It may very well one day.
We are free to follow our own path. There are those who will take that freedom from us. Too many of you gladly give it.
Hey, didn't you just murder a man in front of us?
To choose whatever you think is true, that makes us human. There is no book or teacher to give you the answers, show you the path. Choose your own way. Do not follow me or anyone else.
It says what we're all thinking. That was really dumb, my son, my nephew. But it seems to have worked. I got the apple back. I think all I have left to do now is get all the codex pages. And then the final mission. We got 22 of 30. Oh well. The next game he becomes the leader of the Brotherhood, exactly. That's why they call it Brotherhood. But I always felt like that, just like, we want multiplayer, so let's make one for that. Did you hear the new 2020 Crisis of the Explosion? Yes, we were talking about that earlier. We were basically talking, like, tragic thing, but the explosion sure did look fucking rad. So we're probably horrible people for thinking that, you know. Yeah, I've got so much money, I'm just gonna, like, blow it on, you know, art. That's what you do when you're rich, right? Ah yes, art, sophistication.
Grazie, and come again.
Just bought out of your entire stock, you got no business anymore. Not like I'm using knives, but sure, grab it anyways.
I've more coming in soon. Don't be a straniero.
I think I'm gonna get a better sword than the one I got, so but we'll check and see if he's got anything.
Another time, then.
I think there's just one last upgrade to buy for this place. How is it I can keep more money on myself than that, you know, lockbox? Right.
Buongiorno. Salute, Ser Ezio. Shall we take a look at the list?
We shall. We got one thing to do. The art merchant. Maybe he has more paintings for me to buy, but that's everything. All done. You can leave now. Your services are no longer needed.
Leonardo.
Ezio, so good to see you. How can I help
Hey, Jeem, thank you for the 2-month sub, man.
How exciting!
Did you get a controller to work? Yeah, I just had to restart my PC.
Is this an inverted Caesar shift? That's
all it needed.
I've got it.
8 codex pages deciphered. Gonna need to go hunting the rest of the codex pages, though.
What's going on?
The data stream is corrupted. No, scratch that. This says it's incomplete. It's the codex pages. It looks like Ezio had them all when this memory occurred.
Great.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to find them?
Hold on.
Isn't my art supposed to be hanging around in this place?
He must have picked it up during one of the corrupted sequences. According to this, it'll show you the location of any missing codex pages.
All missing codex page locations are now viewable on the map throughout the world. Collect them all to unlock the next memory. So what's next for Dartigan Show Into the World Edition? Well, we might be playing Eternal Darkness after this. I'm not sure if we're playing that tonight, though. Might wait until the next stream. You know, I just improved your business and you don't have new paintings to sell me? Gah. These are nothing but replications anyways, not the originals. Alright, are there any codex pages here to collect? Nope. So, we need to go... I think we need to go to Venice. That's where all the remaining codex pages are at. Because I didn't bother collecting any there. Eternal Darkness is great. Yeah, I think people like Eternal Darkness. It's another, Lovecraft game. But it's one of the few good ones. You bite your thumb at me. I don't even consider that an insult. Seems kinky, actually. Alright, what do we... Wait, what is this? Like a... Okay, just tell me that my next mission is okay. So, any codex pages here? Yeah, one up there. One over there. We got quite a few here, actually. So... Go grab these two first. You thought I was playing the game with kinky licorice tentacles. No, we finished that already. That's only took like 2 streams. Very short game. I like the game. I like your idea for a game better of being a licorice though. The most foul candy imaginable. Does anyone here actually like something like black licorice? I don't even consider it candy. Oh, you like black licorice. Ah. You're one of those types. No, you're supposed to be in agreement with me here. licorice of any kind, though, is nasty to me.
Madre Santa.
Prefer red, but black is good. What is even the flavor of black? What's this black licorice flavor? Normally you name your candy flavor after what fruit you're basing it off of. Black licorice is like medicine minty. You know, if you actually, I believe it's in Japan that they despise mint flavored anything. So you will very rarely get, the Japanese anything that's mint flavored. Because they say it tastes like medicine. I like mint chocolate. Mint chocolate's good. Gunpowder flavor. No, that's mint chocolate. Yeah, mint chocolate gets overlooked for stuff like white and milk chocolate and stuff. But yeah, for me, mint chocolate's like that's what Daddy needed. That's what they say about root beer. Oh, the root beer it is. Never mind. I think you're right. It's root beer, but it might be mint too. Alright, so that takes care of those codex pages. We gotta get this one all the way up here, and there's another one all the way over there.
Oh God. I'm going to be sick.
Chocolate, oh, chocolate and almonds go together like the pinky and the brain. I don't know why I chose that specifically as my comparison, but I did. Didn't the Venetians dump their sewage right into this, water? Ah, that's what the smell is. Then again, everyone dumped their sewage right into the local body of water. That's nothing new. Civilization was founded on our ability to get rid of waste, chat. It's one of the key pillars of humanity. We had to figure out what to do with all that mess before we could start living in large groups and cast off our hunter-gatherer ways. But hey, there's a river down there. Let's just all use that. Make sure it's downstream though. See you later, Mike. You have a good one. They built, I know they built Venice on like, small tiny beaches and stuff, but that was their mistake. Through here. I didn't even want your stupid chest. That's what I'm here for. Why is cholera so common in that area? Because they had a much, getting rid of all their shit wasn't so easy. So that's why it was much more common. Working out sewage problems is actually pretty difficult, turns out. You can make random comparisons with a lot of good shit. Titties and Coke, Milk, Mike and Jay from RIM, and Mike Gordon and Doom, huh? I like this guy just doesn't even care. Sword fight going on behind him. I'm going to continue to stand here and look awkward. Alright, that's another one. up. Okay, we got 25 at 30. 5 more of these things to get. There's one more in this city. Oh, no, there's 2 more actually. There, and then 1 there. So why do we need all the codex pages? Because the final mission is locked behind them. That's the only reason. I don't know if you had to do all the assassin tombs as well, but I think some people said you had to do all those too before you could take the final mission. You don't have to get that? No.
Trust me, you'll soon feel much better.
I meant to buy... You'll... Open the store up again.
That's it.
Your dad's getting hospitalized on Thursday for a stem cell transplant. Hope it goes well then. It's new medicine right there. Hopefully we should... Whatever his issue is, hopefully it improves it. I think you mentioned before it's like a cancer treatment, didn't you?
Just last month, the Visconti bought 300 of my finest
I remember reading like earlier this year William Shatner having mesochemical stem cells implanted into him to like, you know, reverse aging a bit. There's a few people who are fighting the Reaper more than that guy. Took his stem cells and now he's gonna be hospitalized so they can nuke his body out, so... I'm guessing it's like bone marrow stem cells they took. But like, I hope it goes well, man. Hope your dad makes a full recovery. Adrenochrome. Never heard of it, I guess. Well, it's because it's not real. It's just a urban legend. Supposedly, it's a supreme drug made from baby stem core, you know, baby brains, essentially. It's a kind of thing that the people like the. Have you heard of those people who currently go around calling themselves like Q followers? They're like a big conspiracy theory, thinking like Donald Trump is like, you know, breaking down all the corruption, and he's got like a man on the inside called Q. One of the things they believe in is the adrenochrome stuff. Queen Elizabeth isn't even fighting the Reaper. She just told him no. You know, that lady has made us something special. She's probably got a couple more decades left in her at the very least. Isn't she already the longest reigning, you know, British monarch? She took that record recently. Over the original Queen Elizabeth or something. At this point, she's probably going to outlive her son before he can ever become king. Which is probably what a lot of Brits are hoping for. I'd imagine. That would just be so weird to have, like, you know, him be king of Britain after so long of her being, you know, the regent. It's the corgis, man. The corgis give her life. There's another in the left of the map next to a cross. Oh, you're right, there is one there. Thank you for spotting that. I'll have to go all the way back across town again. Should have got that earlier. British still have a nobility section of their government via the, yeah, I'm aware, the House of Lords and stuff. But most people only pay attention to the royal family. Or at least, you know, outside of British, you know, outside of the UK, that is. I'm gonna guess the House of Lords isn't that popular. It just seems like it's kind of archaic. Have like this no, you know, part of government, you know, still controlled by nobles. That's why you usually only see like the House of Commons having their like meetings. I do say I like the House of Commons. They're hilarious when they start going when they're angry at something. It's like, that's good stuff. Whoops. Didn't even mean to fall there. Is there like a tradition of why they have to do that, the epic level like harumph chant whenever they like are displeased? Oh shit. I want to kill and fight here because I have stuff to do, but alright. Why does the British government name sound badass? Just the house, just, you know, they've been around for a while. So they just get to use those names, I guess. Still have a House of Commons in Canada. Done to appease the ancient spirit house within the Queen. So that it may rest to continue her reign. They seal it back inside when they go... You saw Queen Elizabeth in Jurassic World Evolution today. What? You mean the dinosaurs? Honor, you say? Makes as much sense as when chats moo. You're right. You're correct. You're 100% correct, in fact. Imagine if we were like a political body chat and people had to watch the break into a round of moos. Like, what the hell are they doing? I thought they were debating law. Now they're mooing at each other. Write a song about that. Moo is a purest form of justice, is it? Alright, 27. 3 more to go. 1 more in this city, then we have to go searching other cities to find the last 2. Alright. Whoops. Oh, no. Go down. Pants. There it is. The last one here. Why are you getting these pages? Because we can't complete the game until we do it. It won't let us do the final mission. Necessary, you see. It's a bit of an arbitrary fetch quest, the game. It's a bit like having to get all those Triforce pieces in Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. You just have to. You know the worst part of that game? Even though I love that game to death, that's still the was a horrible decision. War is stagnant. That it is. So the Riddler trophies before, and well, you don't have to solve it. You just have to kill a few guys and then go into a room and still, rob a chest. That's it. Basically just stroll around town a bit more. You love that part of Wind Waker? Usually that's like the most reviled part of it. In fact, didn't they change that in like when they re-released that game? They took it out or made it, you know, easier to do. What are you using for your model in this painting with like people when you're looking at ships? Take a boat and get there quicker. Yeah, it's quicker if we go around the bend and come around to the side. They changed locations and made fewer pieces. You know, that would, you know, take a little bit of the time out of it. I was wondering why they did that. It was so random to suddenly have to do this giant fetch quest for like Triforce pieces. You did all the Riddler challenges in Asylum, City, and Night? I mean, I will believe it. I will just question your logic. I guess you just really wanted to see those final endings, or well, only like Night gave you the true ending because you get all those. You went off and did something. What are we doing right now? Right now we're collecting all the remaining codex pages. Fun times, I know. Looking like we won't have time to play Eternal Darkness tonight, so that'll probably be the next time I stream. I should send the Halo games, since they're on PC. They are now. So I might eventually get around to them. Still actually have the footage from Reach when I played that recently. You're a completionist? Oh, well. We all have our faults. Mierda. Reach is your favorite. Reach is the one I spend the most time playing the multiplayer of. I never really got into multiplayer of any other ones. I'm not murdering, I'm just giving hugs and high fives. You 100%ed Far Cry 5 because, oof. That's a lot of work. How many hours did that take? I'm curious. Alright, I think that's all the pages in this world, in this place. So we gotta go to another map now. Select the fast travel location. Not sure which map has the rest of them though. You 100% in Metal Gear Solid 5. You're definitely not good in the old head. Oof. Well, actually, that one's not too bad to do, I guess. You're mainly just doing a bunch of the missions and stuff. Usually it's only bad when you have a bunch of collectathons, things you have to do outside of everything else. Those are just the worst common missions to put into a game. They always have been. First Halo game was Halo 3. Finished the campaign in one sitting. It was amazing. Mine was actually the original Halo. I got an Xbox simply for Halo at the time, actually. And for the original Halo, I didn't have I couldn't play. Well, I didn't have multiplayer. That one was only like local. But it was like, hey, pretty good game. I played it a couple times and like, you know, kept me playing all the way up until Reach, anyways. Thunderchew, what's up with you? How you doing? You're amazing. Enough people stayed with that game to get. Well, I'm guessing it's the reason so few people are playing it now. Is the reason they were able to get the nuclear disarmament. That probably was what made it possible. Fetch quest in Metal Gear Solid 5 was the damn wild animals you capture. Oh yeah, right, that was in there. That would take the most time. I'm going the wrong way. If you look at Ezio right now, it looks like he's like on a stage rocking a mic really hard and he's just really getting into singing the song. Speaking of Metal Gear Solid, you guys think there's any, like, you know, truth to that thing that, you know, Sony is apparently working with Konami to make a new Metal Gear game? Bear in mind, that's just a rumor. Supposedly they were doing that plus Silent Hill or something, weren't they? Or was it mainly just Silent Hill was rumored to be working on? I don't think there's much, you know, water in that rumor. I doubt you could also convince Kojima to make another Metal Gear game at this point. You think the story of this game is held up? Or do you feel like it's been... I don't think I ever really cared much for the story of the game as a thing. It's kind of just another, like, here's a bunch of people you gotta kill. The story isn't all that great, to be perfectly honest with you. It just does the job. It's one of those kind of plots. But the main character is more, you know, well established than a lot of the other ones were. Was the main thing. But no, it's definitely aged badly. And I think just this, like, you know, since so many other Assassin's Creed games came out and did the same exact thing, just, you know, slightly better mechanically, but no better, you know, in terms of game, you know, actual overall experience, that it's kind of been tainted a little bit by it. Okay, where's the last two of these gonna be? I don't think there's any here. Apparently there's none in this place. So that's... oh, actually I already got them all in this place. This is that swamp place. I've got them all in Venice. I think I got them all in Florence, so I'm guessing Tuscany is the only place they could be. Has to be. Yeah, here they are. Small map too, so I don't have to spend a lot of time traveling to get them. Alright, let's make this even quicker. Ladies, come with me. Today you get your painting supplies for painting Warhammer models. Now you need the models and paint. Is your first time doing that? I hear it's kind of addicting to do that. I know some people who actually paint the models and like buy them, but they never actually play the game. They just wanted to like have the models to paint. All of these soldiers are always so horny. Like, yeah, ladies. I'll leave my duty for now. If I were the writer for the new Metal Gear Solid game, where would the story take place? The story would pick up after the end of Metal Gear Solid 4 with Snake in a retirement home suffering from Alzheimer's. I'm dead serious. I would set it there. That's the start. You'd be like in first person in a wheelchair and being you basically incontinent. So you're pissing all over the place and you need a diaper. And you're being wheeled around by someone who's talking to you, but you don't get to respond because you're basically dead, mentally dead at this point. And then Ocelot reveals that he's still alive and shows up there to like he's going to de-age you, Snake. The world needs you for something we didn't know about. Doesn't this feel like something Kojima would do? It does, doesn't it? It's weird and it's wonky and it's like, wow, what the hell's going on? You can make a trailer out of this. And then they de-age him using like new, currently existing technology, genetic engineering technology and nanomachines. And he's like, 30 years younger again. He's like normal Snake. Oh, Ocelot, I don't trust you. You're supposed to be dead. They cloned me, Snake. No, they cut off something wacky. Or Ocelot had a kid, maybe. You know you want to play this game. perfectly chill. What am I talking about and who are you? All's joke, I see.
You have no business here. Don't worry.
Ow. Oh, shit. You know, the nation of Italy really has a good amount of security. Alright, last codex page. Write a made AI named Liquid. It is an AI built. Yeah, it's an AI built off Liquid's mental scans. All right, we can now go do the final mission. Where's the? I think it was like over here. Is like the. Oh no, actually, my place is actually all the way down there. Chad, I think I'm onto an actual very good plot for the next Metal Gear Solid game. I mean, I came up with that literally on the fly as I said it, but I think it would actually work the more I think about it. I mean, it's just going to be the start of the game. It's going to be like your opening sequence. But then it'll build into a bigger plot afterward. Would you give any tips and advice for someone about to play Horizon Zero Dawn in a little over 2 days? I mean, I haven't played that game since I finished playing it when it came out, so I wouldn't be the one to ask. I mean, it's just an open world game like any other. It's not that complex. You'll get by. Just have fun with it. Don't rush your way through it like I had to. Did you really follow me all the way out here? You died. She died because of you. Pitch it to Kojima. The world needs this. Hey Kojima, man, I got an idea for a video game. What do you say? Where are the ghosts and the psychics? That'll come into play later. Like I said, that's just the opening of the game, chat. Just the opening. That's gonna be like the first hour of you in a retirement home as Alzheimer's Snake. Just wearing a diaper, holding like an item from your past that you can't remember. Because your mind's all Alzheimer'd. And you're just being wheeled around by a very nice and orderly. As he like shows you like, oh, it's a beautiful day out, Mr. John Doe. And then you'll have flashbacks of your previous life. And then, here's where the actual, the meat of the game is is Snake recalling his previous memories. It's actually going to turn into, it's a remake of the original Metal Gear 1 and 2. You know, the ones that were 2D? Yeah, that's how they do it. So it's just a remake as Snake relives the memories of Metal Gear 1 and 2. They get to recon everything, you get it centered right. But you'll occasionally just see stuff happening in real time as they de-age Snake for the next true game. I'm on to something, chat. I'm on to something. You know this is good. This is gold. Honest trailers for Ghost of Tsushima came out today. They said it's an Assassin's Creed game set in Japan. Ubisoft has never made. Oh, sounds familiar. They weren't the only ones I've apparently beat to that line. There was some, like I said, there's some other game, I guess some kind of like smaller GameSin channel. I mentioned something on Twitter. He added me, so I ended up seeing in my notifications. He said Dartigan already used the joke I'd picked out to finish the video about the beating them to Assassin's Creed. So I was like, ah, yes. Ruin everyone else's fun. I said I should use Dungeon AI to make a metal. You can actually. I started making a JoJo story once, and it knew exactly what I was doing. I said my name is Jotaro Josuke, or something like that, and it's like, oh, your villain is Dio then. And then I told it to put on the stone mask and reject my humanity, and the fucking AI knew that what I was doing was wrong. It's like, it even said, this goes against the established canon. Let's see where it goes. And I was like, damn AI, you scary.
Next time, I am sure.
The fucking AI is just fucking insane. I just said fucking way too many times, but that's the only way to get it across.
Of course, I understand. Another time.
Act 1, retirement home. Snake has PTSD nightmare and then wakes up. Dartigan and Colonel Miller saying, welcome back, Snake. Like I said, the game is actually going to be their way of remaking Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear 1 and 2. The ones that were in 2D. And that'll be all happening in Snake's memories as he's being de-aged by, like, nanomachines and genetic engineering. And at the end of the game, it'll be young Snake again, you know. They'll be like, oh, we got work for you, Snake. You can't die yet. Alright, decode these.
Leonardo.
Ezio, so good to see you. How can I help you?
Ha
Will there be aliens? No.
How exciting! Yes, we just switched these.
Vulcan Raven's gonna come back, chat. He didn't actually die. He wasn't eaten by all those birds. It's just one of his shaman tricks. You never played a Metal Gear Solid game before? You should give them a shot. They're interesting.
Salute, Claudia.
You here to look at the book?
You've aged remarkably well, Claudia. Now, everything should be like maxed out. Look at all that money coming in. All weapons collected, weather armor set completed. You know, I guess I could just go spend all my money on at the retailer down there, and you'll get that taken care of. Let's do that. Let's go spend some cash.
A presto, Ezio.
Advanced aging was part of the master plan. No, like I said, no, they just like rectified it because it wasn't Snake's true time. So did I send the fact that you keep coming back to get your money? Well, I haven't sent anything yet. But who knows, I may do that. Right, what's the most expensive things you have? You're our #1 customer, sir. I don't know if I have enough money to buy everything, though. Some of this gets pretty pricey. All the armor, at the very least. Yeah, I'm out of money. I'm down to 599 Floridians.
Your coin seems genuine.
Well, how do I get back... Shit, how do I get my better armor back on? I didn't mean to put this on. Crap. I think it's inside my mansion, isn't it? Get these peasant clothes off me. Get them off me. Yeah, there it is. Interact. Armor of Altair. Equip. Confirm. Well, I've got all my armor sets. Got a carriage and I guess there's something that goes here too, but I'm not sure what. And we got the flying machine. Alright, Chad, it's time to do the final mission. We just had to assemble a goddamn puzzle first.
Ezio!
It is time, Uncle. Let us finish what you and my father started all those years ago.
Indeed.
Any plans to place in Brotherhood Revelations? Not anytime soon.
Of this prophecy and put a stop to whatever it is the Spaniard is plotting.
We should start by locating the vault. The Codex pages will lead us to it. Let's take a look.
Decipher the Codex pages to discover the location of the vault. Yeah, Eagle Vision. Does that actually help me? Okay, it gives you the outlines. Okay, this, so you always find the corners first, so this one looks like... Shit, wrong button. Oh, fuck, God damn it, wrong... trying to find the buttons to work. Well, this one could be any corner, so but... I think... Oh, can I not move these? I can only rotate them? If that's the case, then this has to be like that. And so does this one. Okay, not so difficult after all, never mind. Well, the easy ones are done. South America isn't complete yet. Right, that should be... Okay, no, Africa's a little... Africa's a little too skinny. There we go.
It is a map of the entire world, but there are lands shown here that do not exist.
Apparently they do exist. I imagine they've yet to be discovered. Or rediscovered.
How is this possible?
Perhaps the vault will hold the answer.
Do you see where it is, then?
No.
Arabia's upside down. You're in Australia, aren't you? That's why it seems that way.
It looks like the vault is in Roma, then the Spaniard. This is why he became Pope.
Now I understand. It's not the vault alone he's gained access to, but the staff as well.
What staff?
The Codex always spoke of two keys. Two pieces of Eden needed to open the vault. One is the apple.
And the other is the staff.
Doesn't this game take place in 1500s after Columbus? I think it's before Columbus.
No, decades we've sought these answers.
And now, at last, we have them.
But so too could the Spaniard. And if he does, if he finds a way into the vault, its contents will make the apple seem a trifling thing.
I mean, you guessed that it will. You have no idea.
What are the rest of you?
We'll do what we do best. Cause some trouble in the city, giving you the freedom to conduct your search.
Just let me know when you are ready, Nipote.
Let's go now, then. Hello, Dex. What you doing? You're in South America, but well, that's different. That's still the Southern Hemisphere. All right, I'm ready.
Roma beckons, Ezio. Let me know when you are ready to depart.
Are you sure you want to go to Rome? Doesn't this become like a much bigger area in one of the future games? Rome? Because you really don't get to explore it in this one. Pet the kitty? Yeah, it was. During that entire cutscene. The entirety of Brotherhood is in Rome. That's what I thought. Fill up on medicine? I'm already am. I got no more money either. I just spent it all on buying armor that I'm not gonna wear. This mission wouldn't be available if you didn't wear Altair's armor. Well, I just had to get the Codex. But maybe if I... But I already got an Altair's armor halfway through the game. Infiltrate the Sistine Chapel and assassinate Rodrigo Borgia, the Spaniard. So this guy is the Pope. Was there actually an actual account of someone just sneaking in and just murdering the Pope right in the middle of a sermon? No, it's true. There was someone who did that? Yeah, I know he's based off a real person, so that's why you couldn't kill him earlier, stupidly, when you had the chance. Dante did it. Hey, where'd John go? Oh. Didn't even care.
What an oddly cut cloak. Hold on.
Wow.
You won't get away!
Sometimes you just gotta be amazed at the how AI can get, how smart AI can be. This game fucking sucks. Not true. I mean, it just has aged badly. It was perfectly fine when it came out. The shadows. Oh, they didn't even... no need to question him.
There, on
him. Oh, that 2009 level AI? Yeah, good stuff, wasn't it? I mean, there was definitely better AI than what's in this game at the time. There's no doubt about that. Some crusts, yes, good crust. Yeah, they're definitely. Forget that I'm here. Every game should use the AI from Fear. Well, that wouldn't really be the best AI. Whoa, you just appeared here. Fear's AI was good back at the time. There's still better AI than what's in Fear. And that's for a first-person shooter. Wouldn't necessarily be the same in another game. Pretty sure I would find even Fear dated these days. Just a horse here. Reasons. Very... No. Shit. No, don't hurt the horse. Does the horse not jump? I guess the horse doesn't jump. some reason I thought you could ride the horse this entire way. Make sure you can. Uh-oh. Oh no, fuck. Go around then. Oh, shit. This is a comedy of fucking death and errors. Oh well. It was meant to happen. I just like the idea of them sitting around Desmond and just chastising him for being bad at, you know, his memories. You know, that's a good question. What would an animus be like if you were, you know, Alzheimer's or you having memory loss? Back on horse. Back on horse. There we go. I knew you could.
Close the gates! Stop the intruder!
Get on horse. We're gonna have to deal with these assholes. That's not very MLG Pro of you, Desmond. Smoke bomb? Maybe. I usually take a lot of damage trying to use one, though. How do I breathe this stuff in? What? I blocked one dude's sword and teleported over to the other one to stab him. That was like a DMC level move. Where'd you learn that from, Desmond? I wasn't the only one that saw that, right? Parrying, it's just like a teleport move. The master assassin level stuff, chat. You wouldn't understand. Try not get my horse out. Good. Oh, you and your whacking pole. Stop it. The pole axe is a whacking pole is what I'm going to call it, though.
Hold on. Not you! There! There!
Alright, we're just... I'm pretty sure you could have done most of this with a horse, but I just wasn't fast enough. Oh well, I needed time to kill anyways. Be able to jump into that pile of straw, right? Yeah. Flat coat tastes better. I disagree. That stuff is rancid. It's supposed to be a double assassination, but cool. God. Slit your throat. I'm sick of dancing around you. Flat coat tastes better with cold pizza. God, you guys are monsters. Stop it. Your chat is made up of psychopaths? I know. Monsters, all of them. And they call me a monster. You're a monster. Oh, look at this giant city you don't get to explore until you buy the, you know, expansion pack game. I'm out of smoke bombs, by the way. I have to just wail on people for a while. Or we can just run. That works too. Become anonymous, kind of hard to hear. But I can kind of fight them a little bit more evenly, one at a time. Did I ever do a video on Injustice 1? No. I do own it, though. Just I'm not really into fighting games. Why aren't you throwing your knives? There we go. That deals with that. Do not let Jim hear you say that. He'll break his heart. I'll do it eventually. I'll probably have to do Mortal Kombat games too. I'm just, you know, not sure when that'll ever happen. Well, I don't really know so much about the first Injustice game. Mortal Kombat games, though, it'll be doable. What's up, TS? Welcome to the stream. Okay, this is actually, I finally blend in with the monks. I'm one of you. Tell me, brothers. Shit, I'm at the end, I am.
Whatever I did to deserve this punishment, I'm sorry.
That man, where do I know him from?
Gotta say your ghost video was semi-weird. It legit felt like you didn't want to send it. No, I wanted to send it. I just, you'll also like the game, and I felt like mentioning a few things.
This is about
It was one of my more positive videos. Really? Ah, god damn it. Artificial difficulty enhancer. But hopefully it was a good weird for you. Nope, it's just one of the games I enjoyed a lot this year so far. And they did a pretty good job keeping the story in its in sight. They didn't do too much that was worth even sinning. That's why there's like weird, actually pretty big chunks of gameplay or like story that didn't get any sins. I've ever met someone here that likes your streams but does not like my videos? I don't know. No one's ever stated that specifically, but I'm sure that person exists. Stuck between two monks. They're hard to move. God damn it. Monks frighten easily. Could be a challenge. Or maybe not. Don't kill guards? Why? You deserve it. I'm surprised I didn't send the magical teleporting horse. Not even just whistling for your horse. That's a common horse mechanic in games. That'd be incredibly petty. It's actually just useful to be able to call your ride when you want. I don't mind that at all. Here we go, chat. Time to kill us a magical pope.
Deum de Deo, lumen de lumine, Deum verum de Deo vero. Genitum non factum consubstantiarem patri, perquem omnia facta sunt. Qui propter nos homines et propter nostram salutem descendit de...
That's right, chat. The Pope's staff is magical.
De Spiritus Sancto, ex Maria Virgine, et homo factus est. Crucifixus...
I thought I was beyond this. But I'm not. I've waited too long. Lost too much. Requiescat in pace, you bastard.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I thought we'd already stabbed him in the neck, but no, he's still going. He's a Sith Lord.
How is it you resist?
This was so goofy when I played it.
Of you to bring me the apple. Now give it here.
Vaya farti fottere.
Oh, as the fighter, just like your father. Well, rejoice, my child, for you will see him again soon. You will give it to me.
As you wish.
Unlimited power. Oh yeah, that's right. We got magical powers from like the boss fight from the first game. Kage Bunshin no Jutsu.
Fascinating. An impressive power, this. But if you think it's going to save you, you've another thing coming.
This feels so weird. You're just like you get like all these clones to help you beat them up.
You cannot stop me.
They kind of suck. If you notice, their clothes are different. They're green. You should be able to tell us apart. This was a teaser for the co-op gameplay in Unity. Will I be able to make more people?
I'll cut you down, assassin!
In the next game, they turn this mechanic into... This is also kind of like how the multiplayer works, isn't it? Multiple ones that look like you?
You are right to fear me. A clever trick, but useless. No, you will not take this from me.
It's finished, Rodrigo. Lay down your arms, and I will make sure the end comes swiftly.
You know, we can't enter the vault without the apple. Let's bring it to him. Yes, good plan, isn't it?
Why don't we find out? Ugh. At last.
Why didn't you just stab him instead of sticking on his hand?
And now, to deal with you.
Maybe go for something more vital? Just saying, I've been stabbed there before. Pieces of Eden have very unspecified powers. Yeah, they don't want to lock themselves into what they do, so they just make a new item when they wanted to do something new. Fine, there's a secret passage. The Pope's passage. You know, this is very turning into a little bit. I never realized that is essentially that Tom Hanks movie about finding the descendant of Jesus. The Vatican knows. I've never seen that movie. I just know about it. By the way, that's why I had to stutter and get that answer out. The Da Vinci Code, yes. They even got the same character in it. When is the last time I got bit by an ant? Can't really recall. I don't know. It doesn't really happen that often.
Open, damn you! Open!
It's over.
Any idea why we're still alive after being stabbed in the liver?
No more tricks. No more ancient artifacts. No more weapons. Let us see what you are made of, old man.
All right then.
Boomer.
If that's how you want to play it.
I mean, he's covered in a magical glowy field. Don't you think you should keep a weapon or two?
What do you even want with the vault, Rodrigo?
Don't you know what guys with
We're cursed by cursed genes, brother. Sorry, whenever you have this kind of fight at the end of a game, you have to do a Metal Gear joke. Cursed artifacts, brother. The first civilization. The Patriots.
To believe that God lives beneath Il Vaticano.
A more logical location.
Show me the basics of CBT, Ezio.
By singing angels and cherubim makes for a lovely image. But the truth is far more interesting.
Let's say I was to believe you. What do you think you'll do when you open that door?
I don't care.
And you think you'll give it up?
Whatever lies beyond that wall won't...
God is meant to be all-knowing, all-powerful. You think a couple of ancient relics can harm him?
You do nothing, boy.
I don't think it should be this easy, should it?
And yet you dismiss the central text of your faith?
Alright, let's just give him a chance. I'm not that cheap. I want a real fight. You're not very good. Just choke him out, I guess. Wow.
You can't. You can't. It's my destiny. Mine. I am the prophet.
You never were.
Get it over with, then.
No. Killing you won't bring my family back.
Oh god, I didn't realize he was doing an Ellie.
Nulla è reale. Tutto
Forgotten.
è lecito.
Revenge means nothing to me now.
Scat in pace.
I'm gonna go be sad somewhere. I'm sure he won't be a problem later. Oh, that's not, you know, something out of a movie I've seen before. He had the wrong size staff, I guess. I guess they just couldn't have me murder a pope, and I guess maybe that goes against, you know, established reality canon. I mean, as in, you know, real history. Hey, you want to comment on this? It's clearly magical shit, Ezio. Alright, you guys ready for the big reveal? That would set the stage for every single Assassin's Creed, forward for weirdness.
Greetings, Prophet. It is good you have come. Let us see it, to give thanks. We must speak.
Who are you?
Notice how she's looking at us, not him.
When I died, it was Minerva. Before that, Merva and Mera. And on. The others, too. Juno, who was before called Uni. Jupiter, who was before called Tinia.
500 bits, thank you. Remember Rodrigo, it's literally just a far out of shape old man. And magic.
No, not gods. We simply came before. Even when we walked the world, your kind struggled to understand our existence. We were more advanced in time. Your minds were not yet ready. Still not. Maybe never. No matter. You may not comprehend us. But you will comprehend our warning. You must.
None of what you are saying makes sense.
Our words are not meant for you.
What are you talking about? There's no one else here.
Enough. I do not wish to speak with you, but through you. You are the prophet. You've played your part. You anchor him, but please be silent, that we may communicate.
Shut up, you're not the main character.
Listen.
I did think that was pretty cool how they did that, so you're talking to Desmond, not him.
Your kind betrayed us. We who made you. We who gave you life. We were strong, but you were many. And both of us craved war. So busy were we with earthly concerns, we failed to notice the heavens. And by the time we did, the world burned until naught remained but ash. It should have ended then and there. But we built you in our own image. We built you to survive. And so we did. Few were our numbers. Your kind and mine. It took
We built you to fuck, and so you did, and you multiplied. That's really why they lost.
And as life returned to the world,
They built horny genes into the humans, and it was strong.
tragedy would not be repeated. But now we are dying, and time will work against us. Truth turned into myth and legend. What we built
Yeah, this game was originally goes to that 2012 Into the World stuff. It worked that into its plot.
But let my words also bring hope. You must find the other temples, built by those who knew to turn away from war. They worked to protect us, to save us from the fire. If you can find them, if their work can be saved, so too might this world. Be quick, for time grows short, and guard against the cross, for there are many who will stand in your way.
Wasn't our smarts chat, it was our will to bone.
It is
The
done.
first civilization were more like pandas, really, really smart pandas.
We are gone now from this world. All of us. We can do no more. The rest is up to you, Desmond.
What? Who is Desmond? I don't understand. Please, wait. I have so many questions.
He's just like, what are you talking about? Desmond.
What the fuck?
Still a little bit of gameplay left, though. Yeah, I did kind of like that ending back when it first came out. I just wish it would have led to, actually, consistent plotline instead of the mess it became. Answer pretty much nothing. It wasn't meant to answer. Now they're supposed to build on it as like, the first civilization was so advanced that they could, see through time or like through genetics and know that Desmond would one day, look through his own memories.
Desmond!
Yeah.
They wanted to send him a message.
Alright, Sean, I need you and Rebecca to get everything in here packed up and loaded into the truck. You and I'll deal with the Templars.
What, they're here? It was only a matter of time before they discovered us. To be honest, I'm surprised it took them as long as it did.
Let's go.
Maybe a gun? Just saying. So the next game was actually meant to be you doing all this in the modern times. You weren't going to be doing more history stuff.
Plan. We ditch this place and then what?
But they changed that instead, and so you just go to the American Revolution. They never expected it. It's hard to know they never expected that to be that popular. But the third game was meant to happen after this, and you just play as Desmond as the main character the entire time in modern day. But that didn't happen.
Mr. Miles, this is an unexpectedly pleasant turn of events. And here I thought I'd have to waste more men on you. Kind of you to save me the trouble.
What do you want, Vidic?
For you to come.
No, they never did a modern day Assassin's Creed. Unless you want to say Far Cry is the modern day Assassin's Creed.
It's not happening, Warren.
You continue to
Notice how they didn't bring any guns with them. Oh yes, my evil attack squad. Armed only with collapsible batons.
This is how you repay me?
You saved me so you could keep experimenting on people, destroying their lives. And for what?
This tired argument again. As I recall,
I guess Watch Dogs would be the modern day Assassin's Creed.
every step of the way, their blood is on your hands just as much as mine.
You need to stop them.
I'm on it.
This is so dumb though. Like, here's a bunch of dudes with no weapons besides clubs. Uh-oh. They need him alive, then they could bring tasers and pepper spray. Or rubber bullets. And actually they don't need him alive, because after he dies in 3, they just take his brain and do it from that. So no, they don't. How much is Watch Dogs connected? They take place in the same world, technically. But they never actually had any actual story elements besides little Easter eggs mainly. But canonically, same world. Like Abstergo is a company in Watch Dogs. And I think the main character in Watch Dogs 1, there was a mission where you kill a character from Assassin's Creed 4. Those things are expensive as fuck. What, a collapsible baton? Well, I didn't say they weren't a decent weapon, but they're not what you take when you're assaulting a base full of assassins. Jack, stop.
Uh-oh, Doc. Looks like it's just you and me now. Enjoy your victory, Mr. Miles.
Makes more sense to know they came in armed to you. They know they had a mole. I think that's something they didn't decide until 3, though.
There you are. Come on. Help Lucy into the van. Hurry, Desmond. We need to go.
You'll have your turn, Desmond. Warren's gonna get what he deserves. I promise.
So what now?
Not 3, or was it, which one did she turn on you? Was it in like one of the expansions?
There, at least for a little while. I have to analyze those tapes from your session, figure out what's happening.
And then what?
Oh, it's in Brotherhood.
It's all hooked up. Got a long drive ahead of us. Figured you might want to play around with the Animus on the way.
Alright, but I got some questions first. I mean, what the hell was that in the vault?
What you saw proves everything I was afraid of. The Templars are...
They only had the actress signed for 3 games.
So what, the sun is? What's it gonna do? Cook the Earth?
I doubt it, but I don't know.
Well, like I said, Brotherhood and the one that came after it were kind of just what they did after they fired the original director. Like they were supposed to go into 3, and they did those 2 things instead.
Geologically unstable. Very unstable.
It's meant to be the stuff of pseudoscience, but clearly something catastrophic happened to the people of the first civilization. And that woman, was her name Minerva, was it? She seemed to think we were due for a second round.
So either way, we're fucked.
You know, in the Assassin's Creed 1, there's an email you can read about everyone in Africa being killed by a virus. I still remember that and thinking, what the fuck? Shouldn't that be a major issue?
Guess I better get started.
I don't know if anyone else recalled that, but that was like a weird email you could read on the computer about a virus that just killed everyone in Africa. Like, shouldn't that be like a major thing? Assassin's Creed 1 predicts Ebola. I think it's a reference to Far Cry 2. That's just malaria though in Far Cry 2, wasn't it? Did I hear about TB cases spiking? I haven't, but I wouldn't be surprised. Bill Gates doing his whole thing. So there you have it. That's one of the good ones actually, and it's. I guess it just was better when I played it because it didn't hold up to my memory of it. It felt definitely crusty and old. It's aged really badly. I'm still positive on it overall, but I would definitely change my mind now and say 4 is probably the best Assassin's Creed. Mainly because it finally got all the parkour stuff mostly right, as well as the combat, and added the ship thing into it. So I had a bit more variety. Did I hear about the word? The word? What word are we talking about? Just to be clear, we're joking about the Bill Gates thing, Amagi. Let's not make it sound serious. Put an S tag on that. Someone who 100% this game, it's wild that you got through this game this quickly. It's not that long of a game if you're not trying to do every single thing. There aren't like side quests or anything. It's like straight... This isn't like the series will become later where it's filled with tons of bullshit. It's really just, well, there are a few side quests, but they're all kind of similar. But, I'm just good at getting through games pretty efficiently as well. An unconference, he legitimately wants to kill people. No, Bill Gates does not legitimately want to kill people. The virus thing isn't as important as fighting those evil assassins and memory technology, apparently. You got back from working out? How'd it go? How'd your workout go, Kiroi? I did mine earlier today. How was the game? Crusty. Still alright game, but definitely aging poorly. Nice and fun watching me play this? Well, thank you, gamer. Glad you enjoyed it. Fortunately, we don't have time tonight to play Eternal Darkness, so we'll play that tomorrow. If I stream tomorrow. I should be streaming tomorrow. Can't think of any reason why I wouldn't. Legs and back today went pretty okay. Had to get some hydration salts in the middle. Today was totally upper body for me. I was able to finally do benches again after my arm healed. If this series was like Uncharted, then it wouldn't been, well, you're basically saying if this series was good, it wouldn't be bad. Well, yeah. Thanks for the stream. Well, thank you, TS. Thank you as well, Capsy Mystic. Thank you. Probably why they I'm guessing maybe I think the remastered game has better parkour in it, and I don't know if it changes anything else besides that, but it probably cleans up a lot of the stuff. But I didn't play that version because for some reason I thought this was the remastered version on Steam, but it's not. They don't like release it on console. Really enjoy my streams too. Well, thank you, Potato. Next game is Brotherhood in the series canon, yeah, but I'm not playing that right now. Next Assassin's Creed game I play will be Valhalla. Yawns. The parkour in this game, the graphics are slightly better. The only real change is you don't have the button prompts in it. They got rid of those. I missed so many of those because I just obviously was reading chat because I forgot this game had them. So I left everyone hanging when they wanted a hug or a high five. Good job on the Ghost of Tsushima vid. Thank you. Glad you enjoyed it. I was pretty happy with how it came out. I think it had some good moments. Also, this is one of those Ubisoft games that I think has a tremendously long ending credits. Do I read the comments on my vids afterwards? Usually, yeah. I don't really comment very often because I don't really have time for it, but I do glance through my comments. I usually wait a day or two before I do. But I'm mainly just going through it as I, adding up, any votes that people might invade. So I do notice, comments then. What am I going to play next? The next thing I'll play will likely be Eternal Darkness. Which I think should be a lot of fun. I think Chad will really like that one. Powered by Adobe Flash. You don't see that anymore, do you? Love the stream and my awesome voice. Well, thank you, Guy Vado. I sound tired? I kind of always do, though. I'm not. I mean, I'm not sleepy at all, but... yeah, just yawn. I'm yawning because I just, I think I'm yawning oddly because I overslept this morning. 5-hour stream now. Just, regular 4-hour stream tonight. We actually ended this just in time. Pakistani GameCube time? Yeah, that'll be the next stream. It's all blinking and working and whirring up and powering on. One of the button prompts gets you an awkward, odd, old Ubisoft sex scenes. Wait, in this game? Did I miss an old sex scene? Depends on what type of good. Uncharted good is what the series needs. Well, good is always good. Ugh. Are you asking for a 5-hour stream tomorrow? I highly doubt that. I like to keep it to like a more manageable size and only go over when I need to. Doom stream? I've already played both the Doom 2016 and Eternal this year, so I'm kind of don't really want to go back and play Doom 3 or something. So, chat, I guess we're done. Thank you for being part of the stream tonight. You guys have been excellent. Thanks for being so chill. Hope you enjoyed the playthrough of Assassin's Creed 2 that I sprung on you a couple days ago. Thank you to my wonderful mods as well, doing a great job. And thanks for any gift subs or bits tonight. I think I probably missed a bunch of bit messages. My bad. I'll see, like, you know, thank you, Lord Bowser. For some reason, Twitch hasn't been highlighting those for me tonight, so I guess I got that. Maybe something happened with my settings, so I have to go in and make it a little bit easier. So sorry if I missed anyone's bit message. Didn't mean for that to happen. But thank you, Lord Bowser. What path are you going to choose in Eternal Darkness? I'm not sure. I haven't really planned anything out for it. You're basically asking which ancient god am I going to awaken? Doesn't really matter too much, but I don't really recall a lot of the details of like what happens if you choose one over the other. So, chat, if you want to join my Discord, if you haven't done that already, type in the Discord code in chat or scroll down below and click on that. If you haven't followed me yet here on Twitch, consider hitting that follow button if you're new. I will hopefully see you all tomorrow. If you got time, stop by, say hello. I'd love to have you. Till then, I wish you all a great night or a great morning, whatever it is for you. As always, I'm done. See you heathens later.